What's going on, world? Got another episode of Miseducated Opinion. Got your boy TJ here.
What's happening? It's your boy Trey, man. What's happening?
What's up, cuz? I don't know if the minister gonna be joining us, but I did have something I was gonna say. I just said at the beginning. You know, you talk shit about Georgia Tech last week. That's why the Falcons got their ass kicked this week. So hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. White
Yeah,
Jesus
that,
don't
that
like
that was
ugly.
ugly. That was
White
real
Jesus
ugly.
don't like ugly. I had a lady at my shop today. She don't even watch sports. She's like, this is bad, man. This is horrible.
Yeah,
So yeah. But what's been good with you though this week, cuz?
man. What's been good with me this week?
If you got to
None,
think about it,
man.
it's
My
still
team,
bad.
my little league team lost in the playoffs yesterday, so we out. And now it's time to focus on the girls' gymnastics and baseball, man. That's it.
Hey, speaking on that gymnastics stuff, my wife and my mother was looking at something with what's the popular gymnastic girl now?
Simone Biles.
Yeah, she was on one of these little TV shows or whatever, and she was giving out money. And they was talking about how to jump. It was she gave her like $20,000 just for competition or whatever. So I
Dang.
told her, she said, "Look, she finna go get on the pole." I said, "I'm finna go to the block. We got to make it happen, man." You know, my daughter do gymnastics, and whew,
Okay, cool.
yeah. So
Where
I
she
ain't.
go anyway? Which one she go
She
to?
she go to one I think in Ackworth. I only been
Okay,
like
okay.
2 or 3 times out there with her, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
then you
yeah,
know
yeah. Y'all take a hike.
she 3 years old, so you know yeah, they ain't
Okay, they
doing
got
too
little
much.
baby classes. Like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 kids in there. So, but she love it though. She love it though. I remember my dad came in town and she did the little stuff she do know how to do for him or whatever. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
Oh yeah.
But you see the topic, bro. White on
Yeah.
white crime.
White on
Now,
white crime.
Now we got this guy, Kyle Rittenhouse. He killed 2 white people in Minnesota. Was it Minnesota?
Somewhere up there.
Yeah. And shot another white person. And I know this that crime scene right there. People gonna make a meme out of that. I already know there's gonna be a meme. It's already hands
For
down.
sure. Oh yeah.
But I see on social media, on news blog, Wisconsin. Okay, Wisconsin. A lot of people commenting on it and like emotionally involved. And my thing is like, this ain't our issue. So I just want to know why, as black people, are we invested in white on white crime?
All right, cool. I told you this before, but I don't think people know that the people that he killed was white because I didn't know until you told me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I just know it was during a George Floyd protest that it took place.
One of them protests. I
So
don't
I
know which
guess
one.
you're right. One of them police killing somebody black protest. And with that said, somebody dying there, you kind of just assume that it was a black person.
Right. But
I didn't know that it was a white person.
okay, she said because the man killed was a Black Lives Matter protest. But I just don't know why we I get that. Now
Yeah,
I probably more invested if it was a black person, even though I'm not a Black Lives Matter supporter, but if somebody went out there and killed a black person that stood for that cause, I probably more sentimental towards it. But I really don't care. And it's crazy. And I don't know if it's strategically, I don't know if coincidence that it's the same time that Amar Arbery case is going on. I think that if we're gonna focus on a case, a high profile case, that's the one. And I'm not saying people not focus on both of them, but I don't think we should give that one attention, like or more over this case here. This is just something you should just hear about. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I mean, I think both of them are profile cases because you got the what you call the
It was
motherfucker
black.
that be trying to convict you. What's his name? The prosecutor.
Yeah,
You got the prosecutor here in Georgia talking about on social media or whatever. Well, we don't need to allow all these black pastors in. There's too many of them. You know what I'm saying? So you
but
do
that was the
got that
Ahmaud
going around the
Arbery.
internet too.
That's
True.
that's the Ahmaud Arbery case though.
Right. And you know what? And that's what's funny too. And we call it so he ain't on trial. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's
Yeah,
another thing. I mean,
that's true. That's true too. That's true too. But it's like we say George Floyd or whatever. Like we don't really say Derek Chauvin unless we actually start diving into it or whatever. Just like
right,
Sandra
exactly,
Bland. So we always give them the title of it or whatever. It's like we know
right.
we even with this Kyle Rittenhouse, we don't even know the name of the white people who killed because it ain't our
I don't know.
issue. It's not our issue.
Fact.
But if it's somebody black, I think we'll know for his name
I
wise.
mean, why do we think that he's gonna get off though?
Okay,
Because
wait,
I
wait,
see
wait.
you agree with
Now,
Chris.
now let me speak on it. If I could be wrong, incorrect, I mean, or correct or whatever. But from what I'm seeing, that the prosecutor brought something into the case that the judge told him not because like everybody seen. I don't know if you seen the little video where the judge snapping on the prosecutor. He had dismissed the jury and he was
Yeah.
snapping on him. But legally he was right because the prosecutor tried to bring something into the trial that the judge said he wasn't going to allow into the trial. So that's why the defense team want to go for a mistrial because the jury did hear that or whatever. So I don't think it's because of white privilege. I think that this prosecutor is doing a horrible job, and everybody seen the judge snapping on the prosecutor, and they like, "Yo, what's going on? This is bogus. This ain't right." But he did something that he was told not to do. So now I do agree. I do feel like the judge is sympathizing with this guy. I do feel like the judge is dictating it. But if it's a mistrial, it's because the prosecutor fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when
But even with the, you think it's on purpose?
with the prosecutor.
Yeah.
Now that part, I really I don't know, bro. I don't know. It
Like, hey
could
man,
be.
look, like, let's
It
throw the
could
trial.
be.
Fuck it, let's just throw it.
Yeah, it could be. But the way the judge was talking to him though, it's like, all right, bro. I know we're gonna throw the trial, but look, my nigga, look, don't do this. Don't do
Right,
this.
right, right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now, no, okay, he did cross state lines with the AR. I think he's gonna get
That's
uh
a gun talk.
I think he's gonna get convicted of that, but the murder itself, I don't see it. I don't
I
see
don't
it.
know, bro. That's what 2, 3 dead people, man. You got to count for them bodies.
Yeah, but now this why I do like I said, this why I feel like the judge playing the game because the judge ain't even allowing them to call the people that were killed victims or alleged victims. They're either called by their name or they're called rioters or even
What?
protesters. But he said I don't like I don't think we should call them. He said I don't like the term victim or alleged victims or whatever. So that's why I say I feel like the judge playing the game. Even when the little white boy was up there crying and out, well, I don't know what he was doing because I ain't seen no tears. Yeah, but even when he was doing it, like the judge gave him a break. But at the same time, when he gave him that break, though, it was to get on the attorney, the district attorney for the stuff he was trying to pull. So, but I honestly, I really everything I'm hearing and seeing is because social media giving it to me. I'm not looking for it.
You ain't looking it up, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's another thing, bro. I'm doing my first time. I'm deactivating my accounts, man. So I ain't gonna have social media for a week, at least a week.
Oh, really? How's that? Well,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. How about this here? And I told this is my first time drinking. I had one drink at your thing. This is about my first time drinking in about 6 weeks. I had a drink at your luncheon, but I'm finna get fucked up tonight, bro. I'm finna get
All
drunk
right,
tonight.
cool, man.
So
That's
you
good.
might see it on the show. He was in the bar right after the show, bragging. Somebody said he had a T-shirt on. One of my clients today told me he had a T-shirt on, like, no, I ain't on that lean, shout out. No, but he had a T-shirt on, like something about saying he was free or something like that. But I feel like we just following this dude too much. I feel like we follow him too much. We give him
I
too
want
much
to see what's
attention.
up with this Ahmad
That's the
Arbery
one
case.
I feel like we
I
should
hate
be
to
focusing
call it
on.
that, but I don't know what else to call it. The case in Georgia,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I do know a bunch of pastors going up there to the courthouse to go sit in. I know that for a fact.
I think rightfully so. Since you want to talk to trash, we're gonna bring the whole mob out here. You know
Exactly.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We're gonna bring the whole mob. Now I feel like it's a lot of racial undertone with that case. Even where it's at, I think it's like one black juror or whatever.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
but I mean that ain't the first time we don't seen it where it's a black person on trial and the amount of black jurors is less than white.
But I
Or
mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't the prosecution team get to choose the jury?
I think they both both of them can eliminate. It's like a the district attorney said, no, I don't like this one. The prosecutor say I don't like this. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know.
I got
I think
you.
but I know
I thought the
it is.
prosecution team got to choose the jury. That's what I thought.
Okay, sorry to say they both pick, but I think if it come down to if it come down to if this person gonna be on there, maybe they might lean more towards the prosecutor than so it might be like 55-45, 60-40. So I don't know, but
Yeah,
I can see the group. But I honestly though, man, I don't think the white dudes they're finna walk though. I don't see
yeah, yeah,
them
yeah.
walking.
I don't
I
think
don't
they
see
gonna
them
walk.
walking. I don't see them walking. But I can see that little white boy right there walking the streets right there though. I can see
Yeah, I
him
mean,
getting out.
cause yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I don't know.
And I heard somebody
I
say,
don't know if I'm ready to say that. I don't know if I'm ready to say I can see him walking.
I heard somebody say with that case there is more of a liberal and conservative trial. Democrats versus Republicans. So this is that's it. That case right. It's more like a political party. I mean, a political case.
Yeah,
So that might be why it's getting a lot of attention or whatever. And I hear I see some people saying like we need to focus on this because it'll show you how the system works or whatever. But he's a white boy. We know this. We know this.
right. Yeah, I feel you on that
So
though.
and I mean, and like I said, I do feel like he's gonna walk, but I think he might get probation or something like that for carrying a gun across state line. They gonna slap him on the wrist. I don't think he's gonna walk completely free. Even if he get like a
Is he
couple,
in jail right now? Or is he out on probation?
I think he out on probation.
Okay, out on
Oh,
bail, rather say.
shout it. We already know this. It ain't even no question if it was a black kid.
Oh
This how
yeah,
it's gonna go down. Black kid, black man, black female. We
right.
already know.
That shit would
But
have made local news only. That's it.
I do, and I call this white. I was calling him Batman because this nigga took the streets and said, "I'm gonna handle the law and the way I see it being sought out." So I feel like this is gonna open up a sector of vigilante people out here.
If he
This
walked,
same thing.
yeah, yeah,
That's the same thing with the Ahmaud Arbery case, though. Those were Batman and Robins out there trying to, you know what I'm saying, protect they quote unquote protect their streets or whatever. So we seeing where this vigilante stuff is starting to happen in front of our eyes. So now that it might be another case and another case here to maybe like 5 years from now, we numb to it. Like right now, if we see a situation where uh, a person is killed by a police officer, well, we might be upset about it, but we're numb to the fact that it happened. They're like, oh, it's another case or whatever. It wouldn't be no shocker, like because it happens so much. So now that I think we might start seeing this vigilante stuff to the point we start getting numb to that. Yes.
yeah.
Oh yes. Shout out, what you know about citizens arrest? Now, citizens arrest, like what I learned about citizens arrest is Andy Griffith. When Gomer Pyle locked up or went at Barney for doing a U-turn in the road. Citizens arrest, citizens arrest. So that's why I learned from Andy Griffith show.
Citizens arrest. Only white people doing citizens arrest, bro. I don't think too many black people doing this shit.
Yeah, you're right, and she's right. That's it is. I ain't gonna say it started with George Zimmerman, but that like, well, I guess you say it's a high profile case. Yeah, that's where it started at. So yeah, so now we seeing it happen though. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be to the point we get numb to it. We might be emotionally involved, but like if we see it and like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like to see that young kid down there in Lower Georgia, like get gunned down, it's like, God dang, these niggas crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody
So
like hopped off of pickup trucks and ate them
yeah,
up. That's
yeah.
crazy, man.
So so you see how we talking about it now, but then I think a couple years down the line, we're gonna be like, man, just another case of these white boys doing what they want to do. So I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, it's no shocker.
but that's why they can't keep letting them off though. That you know what I'm saying? Because when you do that, people feel like, oh, okay, I can do this and get away with it.
But they can. I mean, the system is showing us. I don't think the system is set up for us to win. It might be set up to placate us or make something soft or like because what was the Derek Chauvin thing or whatever. So we really feel like we got to win. But look how many times we lost though.
Right.
And we even lost cases after that. So it's like you get your little small win. Like, okay, you remember how happy people was when OJ beat his case because we don't
Yeah.
see stuff like that. You got the old. I think that's on. Excuse me. That's the only one we got though. Is that one there? That's what
Yeah.
I mean. I mean, well, people just like, oh, we won, and a lot of people felt like OJ did it, but it's like we don't beat the system. So like we celebrate. People will celebrate.
It ain't no. A lot of people think, man, OJ definitely did that shit.
Not guilty.
I mean,
Black first,
he
brother.
did
Black,
that shit.
black first, brother. Black first. Not guilty.
I mean, he can't go back for it because of double jeopardy. But I'm just saying, man.
Black first, brother. Not guilty.
I don't know how much more evidence you need against a person.
Listen, black first, not guilty. Did Mike do it?
Oh man,
Did Mike do it?
Mike talking Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't do it though.
Black first. Black first.
No, you
Now,
think he did it? No,
listen, bro,
man.
you could talk off the air without these white people intercepting our conversations or whatever, and I'll tell you how I feel. But until then, black first, not guilty. At least
Right.
this episode, I changed my mind. The episode, y'all might go back some other episodes, and I had a whole nother opinion. But this show right here, black first, not guilty.
All right, cool.
What was that when OJ was found not guilty? I don't know. I really don't remember. I think I might have been in gym class or something. I think I might have been in gym. Matter of fact, I was in gym class. I was in gym class, and they had the little small TV up because it was everywhere. It wasn't no way they were trying to hide where the case. Like everybody it was playing everywhere. No matter where you went, the case was on. And yeah, I was in gym class. And then I
I'm
don't
too
think at
young
that
to
time.
even remember.
I don't think at that time I took it as serious as I see it now as a man because I was a kid then. You know what I'm saying? I think I was like when it was like 95, 96. Probably before that, like 94, I think. Whenever that white girl got killed by that white man, whatever it was.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I
yeah.
know he did it because of the dude got killed. If the dude would have got away, all right, maybe he didn't do it. But because the dude got to and got the way he did, yeah, OJ did that. You got to be bigger and stronger, man.
Listen to me, sir. Black first, not guilty. Okay? Just this episode, brother. Black first, not guilty. So
cool.
I just don't. I don't see us always winning cases like this, though. You get what I'm saying? Like we don't win these things.
True.
We don't. So when we
And
do
it's
get the little
just
small
scary
victims,
though, man. It's scary, dog.
I'm thinking
Because
I'm past.
cases that should be open and closed, it should be easy.
I
But
think
it's
I'm
not.
past the point of being scared. This is more like I don't like. Okay, so remember the whole thing with the George Floyd case or whatever. I don't trust the system, bro. So it's like it's not even scared. It's like I assume the worst. Remember, I know you was like, man, they gonna find him guilty. And I was like, I hope they do, but I don't think so.
Hey, I'm gonna put it on mute for just for a second, all right?
All right, but let me see what Christian right here said. You think they? I don't think they getting us back for OJ. I think they got OJ back when he had caught that case when he went back and got his stuff, and I don't think he should have got found guilty for that. So I think they got a personal vendetta against OJ, but I don't think it's a situation where it's us. It like, and then OJ got out and he back with the same goose. Matter of fact, I think one time OJ was saying something about how he was he spoke up for one of these cases, and it's so many cases that we have with us. I don't know specifically what case he spoke on, but it was a situation where OJ spoke up about the police brutality and stuff like that. It's like, dude, they tried to get you for that white man killing that white girl. Then killed himself.
Man. You think they getting okay?
Yeah, now I was telling I don't think so. I think they got OJ back when he took his stuff back. Now that's something.
Yeah, they got him back in Vegas. Yeah, they got him back in Vegas for sure. I mean, for what he did, that time to fit the crime at all.
Yeah, and I mean, and with that, white people were celebrating almost to the point the way black people were celebrating when he got off.
Yeah, they definitely got him back though.
Yeah, he killed himself. He killed Nicole first, then he killed himself. Yeah, he struggled with himself. They had like what's the movie Fight Club or whatever. He got like split personalities or whatever.
Yeah,
So hey,
punch me.
struggling with it like so they said so hey he was knocking over furniture like he was trying to kill us. So don't do it. So hey until they find the person that did it, not guilty. And you can't retry OJ. So that's the
Won't
hey.
OG just come out and say he did it, man? I think that he needs to go ahead and
He
let
did a
everybody
book
know.
said if I did it. And remember the family got because he by him losing the civil case, he owed them money. So they took the book and put if inside I did it. So it's still called if I did it, but they shrunk if and stuck it inside I. So it's like it was basically
Yeah,
like
I
he said,
seen
I
that.
did it.
I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So and but I think he did that book as a money grab though. If I
Oh
would have got
yeah,
off with something like that. So I'm not
yeah.
saying that I didn't read their books. I don't know
I ain't
what's
read it either.
detailed in that book. But the point is, like, if it's a money grab, why not? I do it.
Right. I mean, everybody already think I did it anyway, so fuck it. I don't got nothing to lose. I can't do double jeopardy.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
So I mean, look, they got him they got it for the money. So why not?
Yeah.
But it's ways around that too by him being a ex athlete. I think like signing memorabilia and stuff like that. That's how he make his money. I don't know how he making
Right.
his money now. I mean, OJ is OJ. But I meant to speak on this last week, man. What's up with your girl, Jada Pinkett, man? Why she doing Will like this, man?
So
What's going
I
on?
don't know the details of it, man. I just see the social media little stuff.
Like, I think like she has a right to speak when she speak, but by them being who they are, I think Shawty just keep that in house, man. Like you making y'all look real bad. You making him look real bad because he ain't
Yeah.
saying that. He ain't saying that. You keep just throwing information out here. And I do understand like certain statements she make. You probably have to go and listen to that interview or whatever she was doing. She's making a statement to understand the content of it. But the point is, when we read the headlines, that's all most people do is read the
Right.
headline.
Right. Right. I
So
mean, because all I
your
know is
assumption is what you reading.
Will Smith ain't smashing right. That's all I know.
See, here she go here. God dang, Shawty. Why? I could. She the one that was in love with Pop. Pop could have got there at any time, at any given moment. And he even
Sure.
said like, he was jealous of the relationship her and Pac had. He wished that she looked at him the way she looked at Tupac. Come on, man. Yeah, it is. She said this is a case when open relationships go wrong, but she's putting this information out here for people to see. He ain't putting it out there. What
Yeah,
has he
he
did?
probably got some dirt too,
What
but he
has
just
he
ain't
did?
right. Don't nobody know about it. Right.
What have he done for us to say, man, what's going on with that relationship? Like, come on, man. It ain't
Nothing at
him.
all.
It's her. I don't.
He talk
And
too much. That's her problem.
yes, but she do have a little podcast. It's called the Red Carpet and
Yeah,
Red House.
red table talk,
Yeah,
red table
yeah,
talk.
yeah, 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 yeah. So, so
Man, we got podcasts too, but we don't talk too much. We know a certain things
we
we might not want to say. You know what I'm
and
saying?
I don't think I ever said my name on here. You don't slipped a couple times, but we don't bring up our relationship. If it anything, it's
Right.
something positive. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
positive. And I do get in that type of sense she is or whatever. Like I said, you probably have to listen to the whole statement she was making or the interview or the episode, whatever it was to understand the content. But we ain't looking for that, man. We reading the headlines like here she go again. Here she go again. And then they got the one when she was messing with the little the little singer.
Yeah. I forgot his name. I know who you're talking about. The little light
And she
skinned
brought
dude.
him on the show, and he up here like he about to cry. She brought Will Smith on the show. His eyes all red and stuff. I don't know if he was high, drunk, don't just got through crying or whatever. So I just August Alsina, that's his name. She said, I think
Always I
her
seen it.
speaking
There
out
you
is
go.
a
Yeah.
cry
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
help. Who is she crying for? What does she need help with? What's the help that she need? If she's speaking out for help and you feel this way, what kind of help is she looking for? What's the problem? What's the problem? She ain't bringing in the money he bringing in. She definitely not doing it. But
Nah.
she is culturally, Jada serve a big role in our community. So I ain't dismissing her or saying like this whole council stuff. I'm just saying, shout to shut
She
up.
Culturally, is she bigger than Will? I don't think so. But what's your opinion?
No, culturally she is here though. You gotta think about different world.
Different
Set
world
it
set it
off.
off. That's it.
But though different world, it was big though, bro. For people that was growing up during that time, set it off. It was big during that time or whatever. What's the movie she got with Lorenz Tate? When I saw this before somebody spoke on it. She was a grown woman cheating on her husband again with the little young kid, and nobody brought up this grown woman sleeping with this little boy or whatever. You know, so Lorenz Tate's supposed to be in a little high school because she broke his virginity and stuff like that. But I can't. They played in the movie together. I can't remember the name of it, whatever. But
It ain't
she did.
Dead
She did
Presidents,
Low Down
is it?
Dirty Shame too. She was in Low Down Dirty Shame too. Like
But see,
shout
but
out,
she
sir.
wasn't the star. She wasn't the star in that though, man.
But the point is, she's here. Like she's culturally in our community.
Yes, she is.
That's what I'm saying. So
mean,
I'm not saying to like dismiss her. I mean, counsel her and all this type of stuff. The way we did. What's her name? Stacey Dash. Now I don't mind people.
yeah,
So
I ain't saying cancel. No, I'm just saying she wouldn't be. My point is, she wouldn't be as big as she is without Will.
I agree with that. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. Oh, she was another professor too. Shout come with the fact. Shout
Yeah,
here.
I give you that professor. Yeah.
She serve a purpose. Like she black now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and I ain't never seen her tip the line where she's making us feel like she's siding with that side of the community of the nation or whatever. Like she here, but it's just the stuff she's doing with their relationship. I think like just like come on, man. And if she says she's seeking out for help, that's what the counseling professors, what they call them?
Counselors,
No,
psychiatrists.
psychiatrists. My wife, one of those, whatever. Psychiatrists and stuff like that. Girls trip. All right, shout out. All right, okay, yeah. All right, she got moves. Girl trip. Okay, so
Girl trip.
but it that's a black movie, bro. It's black.
I guess so.
So that's what she just validating her role in our community or whatever. I just feel like if y'all having relationship issues, you should see professional help. Don't put it out here in the public because I'm pretty sure it's stuff she did that he feel like super foul. Even with the whole thing with August Alsina, we really still ain't heard Will speak on it. He ain't spoke on it,
and he probably won't. You know what I'm
most
saying?
men don't. Most men don't.
That's he a man. I mean, what can he say? He got my girl, dog. What for me to do?
Yes, that's what all I'm saying, y'all. Just keep it between her and Will and
exactly right.
They're in a circle, but don't get in front of no camera and speak on it. You can speak on it to your peoples or whatever, but don't get in front of no camera and do it. Don't put
let
no
y'all relationship be y'all relationship.
Yeah.
Don't get on the internet and start talking about y'all relationship.
That's my only issue with the situation right there. How she put it out here, making him looking like a goofy.
Right.
I'm talking about every time bro up here looking like a goofy. They've been married since what 95. She said most men don't or 97, something like that. Most men don't love the other side of open relationship, but they've been doing it for so long. It ain't like they just started. From what I hear, I don't really know how long they've been doing it. And I mean, people always suspected they had an open relationship, but like it really didn't hit the fans till she got caught out there with that stuff or whatever. And I think August spoke on it or something like that. It was weak on him to bring that up or whatever y'all had going on. But I think he had an album coming out. So I mean, Shawty did choose better. But Shawty been she been going goofy for about 2 years now with their relationship, in my opinion. Just my opinion.
Yeah, she probably need to let her little podcast go, man. Her podcast fucking up her marriage.
No, it serves a purpose because people watch it, you know. So I ain't saying that. It just like curve your personal stuff. Don't make your husband look bad, Shawty.
I don't think she can, man. Like at this point, that's who she is. She is who she is. That's it.
But
she's somebody that's gonna get on the internet and talk about your relationship. That's it.
Yeah, she's definitely showed signs that this is what it's gonna be. This is what I'm gonna do. So I give you that. She's definitely saying, "Hey, I'm gonna talk about it." but it all started when we first started seeing the goofy stuff with their. I ain't gonna say goofy, just different. I'm gonna say different. Is when his son started talking about he was in love with other dudes and wearing dresses and stuff like that.
Now I know about the kilts. They wearing the little kilts and stuff, man.
Nah, he wanted to wear woman clothing. what's his name? They was on stage together. And he said that's his boyfriend or whatever. That's why I shouldn't drink during this show. That's why I shouldn't drink. But he did tell I can see dude head in my he involved in it. But anyway, he did tell another artist that that was his boyfriend and stuff like that. So but I think he do it for clickbait and stuff like that. Then his daughter, she want two dudes or whatever, or a dude and a female. So that's the type of relationship she in. So, but that's nothing we start seeing is the different stuff about their lifestyle or whatever. But when you got money, you know what I'm saying, you experience different things. You open to different stuff or whatever. And they've been rich a long time.
That's
Ain't
what I'm
like,
saying. I think they stuff got to do with them growing up rich, like the way that they act. Like I know a bunch of
I'm just
teenagers.
saying, but that's when we start seeing the different stuff about them. And then, now it's showing where she's speaking on it. And if I think Will Smith got a book coming out this week or whatever. So like with his book, it might like I shot you want to play this game, but I don't see him doing it. I think Will
Come on, you said this week.
yeah.
I'm definitely getting that book, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know the name of
it. I think it's a back order on the book though. Like so many people already pre-ordered the book. It's a back order, but he might not be speaking about their personal relationship with them.
Oh, if you want to make money, he will.
Whoa! I just saw this comment right here. In prison, he married while he was in prison.
I thought he was gone forever. Like he ain't coming out.
You still get married while you're in prison or whatever.
I know you can get married,
but he ain't got his time yet. He get his time next year or whatever. So, well, what do you mean he held hostage? What do you mean held hostage? Come on now, I don't like that right there. Those you slid that in there. If he held her hostage, she don't feel like she got held hostage. So that might be your opinion that she got held hostage.
Man, honestly, only thing he did wrong is he was messing with them girls up under 18. Everything else,
but this girl probably in that same age range or whatever.
What you mean?
Ain't no come on, the one talking about he just married or whatever. She talking about come on, TJ. I mean, if she feel like she got held hostage?
Obviously not. If she talking about marrying them,
yeah,
and nobody ever wanted to marry oppressor,
right? So
directly.
Well, no.
I said directly, bro.
No, look at us, bro. Look at us. We cling on everything the white man told us we couldn't have. So no, you do see that. So I'm not saying that, but like you said, held hostage. That's just a personal opinion. That's all I'm saying. Stockholm syndrome. I get all that, shawty, but I just don't. That's a click word you threw in there. Like he held hostage. Just say he married one of the girls that he was dating. Because that's what they was doing. He married his girlfriend. That's what he did. R. Kelly married his girlfriend. Just leave it at that. They in love.
How old is the girl? That's what I want.
She's probably young now. She's probably under 21 right now. Probably under 21. 25 max. 25 max.
That's what I'm saying. Like if the girl say I'm 19 years old, we've been dating for 5 years,
He been locked up for a minute.
That man been locked
up a minute. So I say she under 25. I say under 25. She still saying hell hostage. No, man. He ain't hold a hostage. Because he been gone all this time. She could have been left. I'm pretty sure she was. She said she was underage when he met her. She probably was. All right, they trapped my man Kels on that stuff, whatever. I'm gonna play some R. Kelly right after the show.
I rock with R. Kelly, man, musically.
Yeah.
Who gonna be better in the verses? It ain't too many people that's gonna be able to rock with him in the verses. All I'm trying to say.
Alive? Dead or
alive? Yes, definitely. I don't think nobody alive. Unless you want to go to a different
Stevie Wonder.
I think R. Kelly got him, man.
I
think R. Kelly got him.
You disrespecting Stevie, bro. You disrespecting
Stevie. Got hits. He got hits.
He got hits for other people too. A lot of songs you hear, they didn't write them songs. That's just
R. Kelly. You say the same thing about R. Kelly too, though. A lot of songs you hear, be hearing it come from R. Kelly too.
But most time when you can tell R. Kelly song though. Most of the time you can. I'm not saying like R. Kelly don't got this, and I'm Kels all day. But I'm saying with Stevie though, Stevie been doing this since like the 60s, bro. So it might be some songs we'll hear, we'll be like, oh, that's dope. Then it be our parents and stuff or whatever, or maybe our grandparents and stuff like it. Stevie been around for a minute, bro. That's all. Like just longevity.
True.
I think it was why he'll beat out R.
I
Kelly.
mean, that's why I think R. Kelly is better though, because Stevie had more time to make music than R. Kelly. And
Kel's
R.
been out
Kelly,
since the 80s. Like
bro,
89 when it was
Stevie
him,
Wonder been out since like
R.
the
Kelly and
50s or
Public Enemy.
60s.
All right. It ain't his fault he older.
That's all I'm saying, man. But it's a testament to R. Kelly's work when he say he can stand up to somebody that got hits back in the 60s.
Yeah, but that's just what it is. I mean, you have these people that just in time just amazing. Like you said, a musical genius, and I think that's what Stevie is, bro. Like he's just a musical genius, and he can write. I think Stevie Wonder can write a song right now. It wouldn't be no young singer that'll sing it, but I think he can write a song that could really be impactful. Kels
I
can
agree
too.
with that.
I think
I
them
agree
two.
with that too.
Yeah. You got what was the dude?
Yeah, it's hard to come by, man. R. Kelly the GOAT.
No. His black wife caught him with the white woman, and she beat him up and all that. He got the hello, is it me that you're looking for?
Adele?
No,
Adele?
no. This is a brother.
That's
It's a
Adele
brother.
though. Who's singing that song?
No, not hello. This is before. Man, the video. The girl was blind. Dang, I can't think. He came from what was the group he came from? Lionel Richie. Commodores. He was in the Commodores first. Lionel Richie got hits.
He ain't saying
I
R.
ain't
Kelly.
saying
I
he
can
messing with
say they was
Kels,
confident. All right,
but
cool.
Lionel Richie got hits behind the pen. Smokey Robinson. Now, Smokey Robinson wrote a whole bunch of stuff for Motown.
That's true.
A whole bunch of stuff for Motown. That whole Motown thing, Smokey was behind the pen writing for these folks. They might can perform, but Smokey got hits. So we looking at R. Kelly because that's our time frame. But it's
I'm gonna say, what about modern time frame, man? Because you had to go back to Motown, which is a museum right now, to get somebody to compare, man.
Babyface. And I'm not
What?
saying Babyface.
No.
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying Babyface. I don't know. Babyface got hits, bro. Babyface, the whole of Face Records, bro. Come on, man.
Did you say Babyface? Hold on, I think didn't Babyface already have a versus against somebody?
Yeah, it was him and
fucking light skinned dude, bald head, man.
it wasn't light skinned. Teddy Riley. It was him and Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley, yeah. So I mean, that's fair to me. That's a fair verse.
Yeah, but they're more so writers. Well, now Babyface don't did it all. Teddy Riley, he don't be in several groups and stuff like that.
All that stuff.
But I think they said with that versus there, because I only watched one, the one with Bobby Brown. That's him and Keith Sweat. That's the only verses I've watched. But they say the one with Babyface and Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley equipment went up the par, something like that. Like, so I don't, and that was like one of the first early verses or whatever. So I think that they was, and then they was doing a remote like we doing our show. Now they wasn't together or whatever. So maybe if they was together and stuff. I mean, even when they was doing their thing, they both was like, I see her coming to my right, so my age ain't nothing but a number. Shout leave a guy alone.
R. Kelly wrote that, man. That's true.
Yeah. Another situation. Let's speak on, bro. Travis Scott. What is your opinion on it?
Man,
I think called the Astro World.
Astro World tour. Yeah. I don't think that kids should be allowed to go to concerts like that. For one, I don't see why a little kid was ever in. I don't care. Like, I mean, I know they saying his dad took him. That was a bad idea for the dad to take him. That was a bad job for security to let that man in.
I say this here. Travis Scott is a pop star. He even with the what's the little game that all the kids play?
Fortnite.
Come on, man. Like, he's a pop star.
He is in Fortnite. That's true.
He's a pop star. He's not a rap star. He's a pop star. So you go see pop stars or whatever. But a lot of people say like he encouraged like it's like the rage type concerts or whatever.
The demon type stuff. Yeah.
No, that's another thing. I don't want to speak on it if it was demonic and symbolism and all through that. Or I
Yeah, see,
mean,
that's what I was saying.
people quick to jump to that, man. If nothing would have happened, we wouldn't have said nothing about that thing. It had symbolism and uh demonic stuff going on. It's because somebody got killed. But this ain't the first time somebody don't got killed at a concert. You don't had like this ain't the first time. This ain't the first time. And I don't think we
Yeah,
should be putting it on him. We need to be putting it on the people that put the concert together, the vendors, the security guards. It
true.
ain't him.
That's
It
true.
ain't
I
him.
mean, he can only control
He's
so
the
much.
artist. He's
That's
the artist.
he's a performer. That's it.
Yeah, he ain't supposed to go around and say, "Hey, make sure all this stuff here together." He just out there performing, and like, okay, and I'm not saying he's on the scale of Michael Jackson, but look at when Michael Jackson performing. Do you think it was rare for Mike to see somebody faint and him to actually care or pay any attention? Because Mike was always
Oh,
seeing people faint and pass out and stuff.
dog. Michael had grown men pass out
Yeah,
looking at
so
him.
that's what I'm saying. So at Travis Scott, he might be used to people, you know what I'm saying, bum rushing the place or whatever, or passing out or saying, he numb to it, so he don't even pay it no attention.
I mean, on one case he did. Like I heard on on the mic, hey, somebody take my man out over
Yeah,
here. You
yeah,
know.
yeah. But I don't think it should be on him. Then they say they kicked him off Fortnite now, whatever, and it was another
For real?
concert. Yeah,
I need
everybody
to
trying
go
to distance,
check on
they
that.
trying to distance themselves away from him, but he didn't do nothing. He just put
Nah,
on the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
He put on the show that got out of hand.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
it
not.
didn't
She said
help
how
that
many people
somebody was going
reported
around
died at
poking
Mike
people too.
concert. I'm not saying people died at Mike concert, but when you seeing people pass out and stuff, once you see it so often or whatever, you don't even pay it no attention no more because your presence just make people faint. And but I'm like I'm just saying like this ain't the first time somebody don't die at a concert. And I was listening to some podcasts and they was naming like all these different concerts over time where stuff like this don't happen or whatever. I think that this is getting so much attention because he black. In my opinion, he black. He black, and
He's
his
black and he's a
concerts are like
rapper.
rock. Yeah,
I mean, I know we can definitely say he's pop for sure, but
she saying
he
this ain't happening
he's
at a Beyonce type concert. Okay, listen, y'all. Listen, I know that's your sister from another mother, but they music is different though. They
and they
music
gotta
is
have
different.
different crowds too. At Beyonce joint, it's gonna be
Yeah,
a lot of women.
and yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
and all
yeah,
them other boys, you know.
yeah. It's just different. Like Travis Scott concerts, like it's like going to a 3 6 Mafia concert, in my opinion.
Right.
I
Or
bet
like
you
going
won't
to a
hit him.
kid rock. Like going
Yeah,
to a kid rock concert.
tear the club up. You ain't gonna hit that like that in no Beyonce type concert. So it's
Right.
like his concert for what I'm hearing is more of that rage type of concert or whatever. So it's more amplified, and Beyonce is more symbolic. And I'm not saying symbolism, but it's symbolic. Like it's empowering women, and you know what I'm saying. It's more dancing and stuff like that. If anything, at a Beyonce concert, it's gonna be a whole bunch of people out there dancing that's messing up her dance moves or whatever, or singing her songs and really can't sing.
They gonna pass out because they ain't in shape like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
So
now I don't see Christian. It was some on Facebook a couple years back. I think it was like her class reunion or something like that, and she knew all the Beyonce moves. Like she really is Beyonce twin sister from another mother.
nah, she with the Beehive, man. They call them
She
the Beehive.
she is the original B hive.
What's up, man?
Like you got the queen bee, then whatever they call the bee up under the queen bee, that's her. She's not one of the minions. That's what I'm saying.
Right,
But
right.
it's just different. I mean, I don't. Yeah, it's sad that people died, and I think it's a black kid right now in critical condition or what, and I think they got him like in an induced coma. But
Yeah.
nobody went to that concert thinking, "Hey, I'm finna die." Hey, do you think? I mean, I don't think they went to us like, okay, I'm finna go in here with ill intentions, but you do have that sector of people that's like, this is what
So
he encouraged that type of stuff. But I don't
who's
think
at
it's
fault?
like, huh?
Who's at fault
I think
for the death?
the people that put the concert together, the people that
The
he put
promoters.
in charge, the people he put in charge said, hey, make this happen or whatever. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna do my sound test and all that. Y'all make sure the security out there. Y'all make sure the railings and all out there. Y'all sell the tickets. You know what I'm saying? I think those people should be held accountable. Now, I do feel like he's gonna get sued though. Or they finna bust his ass with that
Most
money.
definitely, because they went to a Travis Scott concert. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
she said, "Do you think his music is demonic?" I don't think his music is demonic. I don't really listen to Travis Scott, but I don't think
I'm
it's
finna say I
demonic. But
can't say I listened to it
yeah,
enough to say if
yeah.
it's demonic or not.
And see, here we go. But if nothing would have happened, we wouldn't be saying that this stuff had symbolism, stuff like that. Because you can look at a Beyonce concert and say symbolism in there. Is it demonic, whatever? It just depends on what aim you coming from. Like, I don't
True.
feel like that. I don't feel like it's nothing like that. I don't think he went and said, "Hey, I'm finna sit up here and put this symbolism here, and it's gonna attack the masses in a way that they not expect." I don't think that. I don't think that. And then, like I said, I don't listen to his music, but I don't. I think we fishing now. We looking at anything happen. We try to throw uh a connotation on it that we really don't understand.
Right. It got to be named something. And he got the name demonic.
I ain't know they's poking people with needles.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. What about
I
that
heard
situation?
something. I heard somebody was doing it with they was giving them like the what's that thing that Joe Rogan and Aaron Rodgers said they took. I
The
heard somebody was
vaccine and
going
stuff?
around it's called horse something or whatever. But I heard somebody was going around sticking people, injecting them with that. But I didn't know they was poking doing it at the she should just said needle, so I don't know what was in the needle.
Yeah, it
But
was some type of drug in it. It was some drugs on the needle, and they were poking them with it.
that might have been a hell of a high, boy. Like, God damn, I'm high as a motherfucker right now. All
I
I
mean,
did
I
was have
wanted
one shot. Because we
right.
got to
I
think
wanted
about
they
it.
find them people.
We got to think about with that type of commotion and all that type of stuff going on. You trying to get up out of there. You ain't paying. I don't think you'll notice a needle poke. I don't
No,
think
no
you will.
way,
I
no
don't think you'll
way.
notice it. I don't think you'll notice it.
No,
So
if
I
you
mean,
just in a crowd of people and you get poked, you might be like, "Ah, what the fuck was that?" But you ain't
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
What,
it was you. You ain't gonna be able to do that. Not in the
yeah. So
crowd.
she said, Angie said one of the security guys got poked with security guards got injected with some type of drug and the needle unwillingly. Yeah, I mean, if you stick me with a needle, anything, I don't care if it's water in there. I don't want the water. What are you doing? So
Right.
so but with that, though, I just think like if I was at that concert, which I wouldn't be because that ain't my type of music, and all this commotion going on, I'm trying to get out of here or what I'm trying to get to a safe spot. Somebody poke with a needle, and I make it out that situation. I think when I get home on the come like, shit, I'm high as a motherfucker right now. What the hell did I do? Like, damn, what was in that drink? I think somebody drunk my drink or something.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's my drink because that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drink my
Yeah.
whiskey. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not saying that didn't occur or nothing like that. That's dudes to me, but hey, it's a crazy concert. Oh, to my people going through cardiac arrest and all that stuff. Well, hey man, shit, man, it was a hell of a high. Coke can make you have a heart attack. That was a hell of a high. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know the full details of it or whatever, but that's interesting though. But I just don't feel like we should be holding him accountable for it. But I know legally he's gonna be held accountable for it. And it was even a situation where what they say one of the lead security guards or the sheriff or something like that came to him a day before and said, "Hey man, I think it's gonna be some issues. Well, do your fucking job and bring some more people out here. Why are you telling me this? What am I supposed to do? You want me to go out there and perform and hold the gate down?"
Right.
Like, so she said, "I can't get over the background that clear." Yeah, he back there fake crying, y'all. He put on the show. She talking about Kyle
Oh
What his
yeah,
name?
buddy. Yeah, Rittenhauer, some shit like that.
Rittenhouse. I mean, but hey, I don't think we bought it, but them jurors might have bought it or whatever.
Oh yeah,
And then
man.
they using the fact that he's a kid. You see all the acne on his face or whatever, so you can tell he's still a kid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Man,
they
how
gonna
many of our kids go to jail all the time?
all the
I
time a
don't
lot.
feel sorry for them.
Yeah, I don't. But that's what I think. That's what they it might be a lot of white female jurors, or it might be a lot of strongly conservative thinking people in the juror that right there might have said, "You're a Republican, brother. You're a conservative. How do you feel about your dude? That's your guy."
Hold on. Whoa. I never said I was a
Wait,
conservative. Now I ain't never said that. I said I'm voting conservative.
You literally said a couple months ago, bro, you are a Republican that votes Democrat. Republicans are conservatives. So yes, you are.
Well, and then we corrected it and said, I'm an independent that votes Democrat.
So last week you
And now I'm an independent that votes Republican.
last week you tried to clear, but you stood your ground on it, brother. Because so what are you, brother? I mean, like you turn into the
I'm an
minister with this
independent.
situation here.
I'm an independent that vote Republican.
Okay. They voted Democrat. That's gonna vote Republican. You might change your mind
Exactly.
during the prime.
No, man, I got this vaccine in me, brother. I can't change that, so I can't change my vote either.
You stand your ground. It is what it is. No matter what. No
No
matter
matter
that
what, bro.
vaccine saving your life right now. Doesn't matter. You
Exactly.
ain't want it.
Right. I ain't want
it. That's him. So, but I mean, but the point is, you vote for the people that support him. You vote for the people that support him, bro. So that's your guy.
No, I ain't saying that now.
Why you can't support this white? First of all, bro, it don't even matter because it's white on white crime, so it don't even matter. You can say, yeah, I voted for the dude. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You got to do with your people. So yeah, you support the white people. Yeah, so what?
Hey man, don't try to change my mind, dog.
Stand on it, bro. Support the white boy. I don't give a
I
damn
ain't
if
say
you get
that.
on or whatever. I really don't care because it ain't our case.
I care because it's gonna cause more vigilantism. Yeah, I made that word up.
But it's gonna happen. I mean, this is happening as we see it, though.
What's from the vigilantism?
Yeah. Yeah, that's you, bro. Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker.
No, hey, cause Herschel Walker, he'll go to bat for him. I ain't going to bat for him. I ain't telling nobody but the people on the podcast and the voter booth. That's the only people that's gonna know.
But you never know, bro. It only take one episode to go viral, bro.
Who?
You can be out Kevin Samuels, bro. This right here could be
Who?
out Kevin Samuels with you.
Hey, first off, I don't want to be Kevin Samuels because I think Kevin Samuels is a fruit booty.
He's very feminine. I'll say that. I don't know his sexual preference, but he's very feminine though. Cuz what's happening? But I mean, hey, bro, it's all right, man. Look, listen, that's your stance. Support this white boy. I think wear your MAGA hat. Say, with your
I
Kyle.
still gotta get my MAGA hat, bro.
Free Kyle. Put your free Kyle shirt on or whatever.
I ain't saying free Kyle. Kyle, he murdered some people, man. Now I am gonna go get my MAGA hat though. I gotta go get that. I gotta cop that. I need that.
Oh, so you gonna do it for real? Now I was just joking, lad.
I'm gonna do it for real now. Look, I don't know if it's a drink, but I'm gonna do it, dog. When I get out the podcast,
this
I'm going to Amazon.
This is what I want you to do. You get the hat, and then the next time, when baseball season crank back up for TJ or whatever, you get the parents all involved and stuff, and then when you go out there and coach your first game or whatever, manage your first game, you come out there with the hat on.
Do you know it's all black kids on this team?
But the parents already fuck with you though.
They won't have to wear their hat.
Yeah, they will. No, you're right though, because I've seen situations where people say, "Hey, I was with this," but then when I found out it was like this, I don't rock with them no more.
Right?
Yeah. So I've seen that where people change their stance on the simple fact that somebody is. It's all because of Trump. Like you could be a Republican before Trump, and they were like, "This nigga just don't know no better." But now with Trump going on, it's like if you call yourself a Republican, bro, you are anti-black.
Right. Oh my goodness, you said something big right there. If you call yourself Republican nowadays, it's like saying you anti-black. That's true. Hey, but I want to know if they got like a nice, like a 51, not 5150, but a nice MAGA hat. I don't want one of them dad hats they be wearing. I want mine to look nice.
That's all they got, bro. You can make your own. You can go get you a black one, a black hat, and just make America great again.
You think they'll do that if I go to Lids
you can get a hat made and then look on the side of have the black fist.
Hey, I might do that though. I'm gonna go to our place mall.
Or have the black fist in the background when you talking about make America great again. How about that?
Oh yeah. I might do that. Now that's a good idea. Now you think I might do that.
See that, bro? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you out. So now you wear that to the game. They be like, you talking about make America black again? Because we know who was here before these Caucasians, these people from the Caucasus Mountains, these Caucasoids. You know what I'm saying? These cave dwellers before they got here, who was here first? We already know this here. So you can do that, bro. Make it black again.
I might, like, real talk. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna get that, make America great again. But on the side, I think I'm gonna go with the brown fist on that joint, man.
Or just have black power on the side. Make America great, black power.
All
So
right, cool. That's really gonna
you
throw
tilt
people
it to the
off.
side or whatever. Just depends on how you feeling at the moment. Or you know what I'm saying? It's how you feeling at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah. All right. Yeah, man. See, I like the way you think, man. I'm gonna do
That's
that.
what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, brother. I'm here to help you conservative African Americans. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. There was one more thing I want to speak about, man. Okay. In a relationship.
All right.
In a relationship, do you feel that by the way society is set up now, where the female is so dominant that it's causing cancer? And when I say a cancer, I'm not talking like cancer,
Yeah,
cancer.
I ain't
Like
even talking about the sex.
it's causing the cancer in relationships, or people that's looking for a relationship. The way society is set up now, where this woman movement is going on, and I'm not saying that women shouldn't have their rights and stuff like that. There's a lot of shitty stuff we did as men, not us personally, but as men, that has kept the woman down. But do you think the way stuff's set up now, where these women voices are getting louder and louder and louder and more dominant and
Yeah,
more in front, that it's
you
causing
know,
cancer in relationships? And I'm just not even
yeah.
speaking on just black relationships. Of course we're gonna go there because we black first on this show here, whatever. But just in general, then we can speak on the black perspective of it.
I would say yes. It is causing a cancer, and that's because I don't think a
Kevin
woman is a
Samuels, y'all.
natural. No,
Trey
no, no.
Samuels.
I know the listeners gonna be upset with this, especially the women listeners. But it's how I feel. A woman isn't a natural leader. I don't think it's in their nature to be leads. But in
Okay, well,
today's
I'll say this before you finish that. I'm not gonna say I stick with the innate nature, because it's something the way society's set up now. Some females are natural leaders now because it's set up like that. So it's not in their nature
no,
to be
they
leaders. You
ain't.
get what I'm saying? Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm all right, cool. But I think, like you said, in today's culture, they try to put that title on them, or just give them that name, of that label, and they try to, I guess, mimic whatever they think a leader should be in a relationship, and that shit don't work, especially when you're dealing with a real man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Before you go any further,
All
it's a
right.
female. It's a white woman now. So this has nothing to do with race. It's a white woman in the state of Georgia, and she just became a billionaire. I think she sold a company for like 1 point some $billion or
He's
something
good with
like
money.
that.
All right, cool. Yeah.
And it's like online clothing for like leggings or something like that.
Yeah.
And she gifted uh, her employees with two tickets to fly first class anywhere around the world, and she also gave them $10,000. So when it was on the news, when I was looking at it, I was like, okay, I was waiting to see a dude. And there was one dude because they were showing these people on their trip. So she had been did it or whatever. So this one female, it was one dude or whatever. So I was like, okay, she do hire men. She ain't just anti men with her company or whatever.
Right.
So with a
Yeah.
female like that started her own company and she hiring people, men and women, she's a leader, bro.
She is a leader, but
Okay.
I would ask, who's her father? That'll be my next question. Because maybe her father groomed her to be this way.
Okay.
So now, I mean, if she did it without a father, she's an anomaly for sure.
So if and listen, I'm not disagreeing with you, bro. I'm just trying to
Yeah. Give
yeah
it to me. Come on.
give you some courage with this, whatever. So if she did have a father and he installed it in her, then that's in her nature. If her father embedded it in her, is it her? If her father embedded her to be a leader, is in her nature now?
No. So
Okay,
to me, when I say
I'm not
in
disagreeing with you,
nature,
bro. Like
I know,
you know,
I know. I'm saying I'm giving you my definition of in nature, right?
She want me to
in
disagree.
nature.
I ain't gonna disagree with him because
No,
I
you
feel what he's
good.
saying. But I just want to go ahead.
In nature, things are natural,
Hmm.
right? That's how you get the word natural through nature, right? Um, so if it's taught to you, it's not natural.
Hmm.
Doing something natural is something that you can do without anybody really having to give you any skills to do it.
Okay.
Like as a coach, I see it a lot in sports.
Okay.
Some kids come out there, they just can play. Maybe
Okay.
they rough around the edges, it got to
Okay.
be fine tuned, but they can play. And some kids don't got it at all. Like they need to go on note. Just
Okay.
go get good at reading the book because you're gonna be good in school. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but sports ain't gonna be for you.
Okay. Okay. Now, let me rock with
Go
you
ahead,
for a minute. You know what I'm
go
saying?
ahead, go ahead.
Okay. So your father was in your life, right?
Right?
Did he teach you how to be a man?
Yeah.
But that's in your nature to be a man, though, right?
Yes.
But you learned a lot from your father about how a man supposed to act and stuff, right? But that's supposed to be in your
Yes.
nature.
Right.
So what's the difference? If that woman, I mean, I'm not saying like this that if that female father's in her life, he taught her how to be a leader by example or speaking to her. Sometimes you can watch it and see it or whatever. So you being a male is in your nature. Being a man is totally different. You
So
being a
you're
male
saying
is your
being a
nature.
man is a taught behavior.
Yes, a man. What we think, what men you think a man is, that's a taught behavior. Being a male is just your nature.
I think you're right because I do know some males, some men that ain't shit.
I got y'all females. This is one time now, but I agree with Trey saying now, but I'm just trying to make sure he worded correctly for the show.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I mean, I do know some males that ain't on their shit at all. That's not a leader
Exactly.
at all.
Exactly.
Now, I can say most of those guys that I'm thinking about
Don't have a
are
daddy.
raised by a female.
They
Right.
don't have a daddy. I already
Exactly.
know they don't have a daddy. Okay, but and then even I say this here, even where situation where they don't have a daddy, it might be a male leader or uncle, the baseball coach. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
It's some
right. Yeah.
type of male factor around that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you want to say this here, I can just say what is James Brown song. But see, listen. It's a man's world. See, people listen to that part right there, but he always say it ain't nothing without a woman. They forget
Oh
that
girl.
second.
That's right. Yeah.
They forget that part. It's a man's world, yeah, but it ain't nothing without a woman. It's a whole bunch of
Yeah,
dick swinging
that's
going
true.
on.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's true. I mean, because women they birth this nation.
Woo,
You know
woo,
what I'm
good
saying?
question,
So
Shawty. Woo. Where was her daddy?
okay,
Woo.
how many hair? Let me ask you this, because there's an exception to every rule. I say that all the
Okay,
time. How many
that's
Harriet
fact.
Tubmans
That's
do we
facts.
have?
That's facts. That's facts. That's
You
facts.
know,
That's facts. So
it's like
all
don't go pick out the one and then say that statement for every woman because it ain't the
I
fact.
agree with that, but but see, but see, if she would ask this question before I got you to agree with me, it would have held a lot of weight. You still would have said it's always an anomaly or whatever.
Always, yeah.
Always, yeah. But all I'm saying is, I don't, I don't, I feel like it is a cancer, but not in the terms of you speaking on it because I think like with the way society is setting up, it's belittling the male role. It's making the
I think
male
it's
insignificant.
right. I say it's taking it away. It's making a woman feel like what I need him for.
Yeah, yeah. Both of them said it ain't just one. We get that, you know what I'm saying. But for every one
I said
situation, for
name the
every one
other.
Harriet Tubman, we can name 50 that ain't. But it's a man's world, and that's before James Brown even said it. This is a male dominated society up until the 2020s or what 20 since 2010s.
And I
It
mean,
was a
I
male
gave
dominated
women a
society.
props. I said, hey, the women birthed this nation. I mean, I don't know how much more props I can give to a woman than you birthed the entire nation.
Are you intimidated by a powerful woman?
Not at all.
What is a powerful woman, first of all, in your
That's a
opinion?
good question. Too. Who me?
Yeah.
Like the one who can send all her employees
Yeah, that's
on a
yeah,
trip and
yeah.
give them and
But
spot her
like
with
I said, I just
10,000.
want
That's a powerful woman.
when it came on the news, I really just wanted to see if it was any because it was like her crew ain't that big. You know what I'm saying? Her staff ain't that big from what I saw. And you heard the females, and from what the camera angles, you saw the female, but they showed when like the people that was on their trips or whatever. I think he went, I don't remember where he went to, but they showed, I was like, okay, cool. It was a white dude, but she do hire men or whatever. So for him, that's his leader.
Right, but now I wonder, is she married? I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure she's single.
I don't know, but she did have her daughter right there with her. But you would think with something like that, your husband would be there too. But her daughter was right there with her.
Yeah,
But
with no
she was
husband.
speaking on it. She was speaking on how she wished that more women opportunity for women like this did exist. Like I remember it's some type of stuff with clothing for women that she was selling online and it just took off, and another company invested into her. She's been doing it for a long time. So I do get the simple fact that women do need these opportunities. Like they shouldn't be silenced on their work and stuff like that. I'm with that. Like we got a cousin, she just opened her spin class down here in Atlanta. I think it's opened up in 2 weeks or whatever. She got the one in New York and down here. Like I fucks with her. I fucks with that cousin. That like she's a boss and I love it. But she got a dad in her life. She do have a dad in her life.
Exactly. You took it out of
have
my
a
mouth,
fucking
man.
dad in her life. But her mother's a powerful woman too, though. And you got to think about it. In our family, bro. Our family before our generation was female led, bro. But all of them had a daddy though. Let them listen. Our granddaddy name was Trey great granddaddy, John Nunn. You ain't gonna hear nobody say nothing bad about that man there, boy. That man that was
he did
a
his thing, man. Yeah, he did his thing.
And
I mean, this is my thing. I don't believe that women should ever wear a watch at all, like for no reason.
Wait. Oh my God. Wait.
They don't even know what time it is. Like you're walking around for what?
Okay, explain that one to me, bro. Because I listen. The reason
they don't want to
even though I got an Apple,
listen.
Even though, go ahead.
They don't even know what time it is because it's a clock on the stove.
Listen, bro, she just made this comment too. Listen,
exactly. Yes, it's a clock on the stove. You don't need no watch, goddamn.
Oh shit! That's hilarious, bro. You finna listen, bro. listen.
Is there not?
Even though I have an Apple Watch or whatever, I had a partner that I grew up with, and he's like, a man should always have a watch or whatever. But I see women with it, and it's like, I don't look at it like they shouldn't have it. It's a jewelry accessory to them. So I just want to explain why you say that. Why they shouldn't have one?
I just said it.
They belong in the kitchen.
They belong in the kitchen. If your wife on the stove,
listen. So if your wife bought a watch, would you feel disrespected?
I throw that shit away, dog.
Hey, put that cup down,
what you need
bro.
this for?
Put that glass down, bro. Hey, bro, put that glass down,
clock
bro.
On the stove. God damn
it. Okay, I'm not disagreeing with this, but what studies show this? I mean, you have to go looking for the information right there to see that, though. I mean, and listen, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I think, but okay, business that include women in some certain sectors, some females don't make it past the secretary. So is that the woman included in the business, or are you talking about like actually at the board meeting or whatever?
Right. Yeah, I had that question too. I ain't know how high are we going with the woman being included.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing with her because
I'm just curious.
I never researched that, So I don't know, but what role do these females actually have in this company? Oh, she say to the top, bro, at the top. I mean, hey, I don't know. I own my own business. And my niece, I let her handle my social media for that. I have a Instagram page. She do that. I just send her the pictures and she take care of it. So she's basically my secretary.
Well, why don't I know you got an Instagram page, bro?
Cause I don't listen, bro. I do have an Instagram page. I have a Facebook page, but y'all, I don't post nothing, bro. I get
Is it
I get
called Uppercut?
antisocial when it comes to that or whatever because I feel like I'm letting people in my life. I enjoy doing the podcast or whatever because I get to talk and you can really see my perspective and stuff like that. But if you look at my Facebook page, I ain't posted something for so long. You'll see why I post on for. If you go back and look at my history, you'll see why I post on for a while. Then I back up. I post on for a little while. So by her being young. She just like, man, I just sent her some pictures from my cuts yesterday. She's like, "Are you making me a proud niece?" She said, "Oh, look at Uncle TJ sending me pictures. You making me a proud niece or whatever." Because like I feel like once it's business, so I should look like it's a business thing, but I get claustrophobic. Like, why you all in my business like that type stuff or whatever. So
Right.
I don't know. It's something wrong with me. So she handled that for me. So she's my secretary, my unpaid secretary.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Sure, I understand.
No, she's my secretary. She's my secretary. She's my secretary.
You know, maybe Christian is right on that one. Maybe that's the updated, like, new version call. Like, she wouldn't be a secretary because the secretary deal with like paperwork and answering calls and stuff like that. If she was doing social media stuff, she's the social media manager. Man, I agree with that.
No, because she's my secretary. 'Cause I got to check her because I actually looked at it today and my prices is wrong on there. And I don't want you telling people the wrong price, y'all. They're gonna come in to be highly disappointed. They're gonna be highly disappointed.
It's by appointment only anyway, right?
Yeah. Well, now this week here, I've been pretty busy. I had a couple walk-ins or whatever. People calling from that stuff there. They'll see that and they're calling, "Hey, can you blah, blah." So this been a pretty good. That's why I'm drinking. It's been a pretty goddamn good week.
I might be moving next to you, nigga. Too. Cool. Come on, dog. Pull up. But
no,
now, hey,
no.
Why not, man? It's a wave, man. Let's take it to the neighborhood, dog. But I'm be pulling up on you soon, man. See that like a runaway slave.
No. You check this and you handle it. No, because what I get paid, I get what I pay for. Is when they come up there, I'm like, "No, that ain't what it is, bro. What you want to do? What you want to do?"
Man, I don't know. Y'all don't talk about price up front.
I'm just joking about me calling her secretary, but she called herself my business partner. In her head, we business partners.
All right, man. She gonna listen to this podcast and have an attitude with
you. She be watching. I don't care. They're my little partner though. They're my little partner. I ain't talking about my sisters. This from my wife niece or whatever.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Z.
No. Man, she finna turn 20, bro. And
she took that's even more reason why she'll be the Instagram manager.
Listen, she took some pictures. It ain't nothing like seductive or nothing like that. But she like a little grown woman. I ain't like it, bro. I ain't like it at all.
She grown now, though. I know it's weird, bro.
I know it's weird. Opened up the little eyelash place and the makeup spot that we were talking about like, the podcast there. She did her, man. I have something to talk to her about. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. It's like a little grown woman there. I ain't like it. Like it was nothing inappropriate, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all, bro. That's my little D's. I remember watching her. She was a baby. Now you up and got her looking like a woman. I ain't like it at all.
I remember. Dog, I just had a vow renewal 2 years ago, and she was one babysitting. She wasn't even old enough to come to the vow renewal. Just 2 years ago.
Hey man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It is crazy. Time fly back quick.
You old man now, bro.
Old man, dog.
But okay, back to the subject we was talking about because we got off topic for a minute. But so you feel like
women belong in the kitchen,
huh?
They belong in the kitchen.
She shouldn't hold no role, no authority over a man at all. Now I will say this here: every job I ever had, every job I ever had where it was a female in charge, it didn't last long. Either I only got fired from one job in my life. Well, two. But I remember I had I had a little temp job or whatever, and all you had to do was put these screws and bolts in a jar. And a woman was over me, and I was like, man, it was like 3 women in charge, and never a whole bunch of men working. I was like, this is bullshit. I couldn't conceive the fact of a woman leading me anywhere. And I also remember I went to this church, and it was a female pastor, and I'm talking about, I swear I did not hear that. She said my whole mind just zoomed all the way out, bro. It's like I just couldn't conceive the fact of a woman leading me. So I'm not saying women shouldn't lead. She just can't lead me. She can lead. She can be a boss.
She can't lead.
She can do whatever. More power to the woman, but she can't be over me. I'm not that
I'll say
man.
this. I don't like having women over me. I'll say that. It's uncomfortable because I feel like I gotta tame myself.
Okay, check this out though. Check this out. Now, it's certain times when you and your wife, even though you might allow her to have delegation over a situation, but whatever that you allow her to have delegation over, bro, whatever it is,
Yeah.
she leave you, bro.
No, because you said everything. I'm allowing it.
No, my mother raised me. She raised me. She guided me, but she didn't lead me. And guide and lead might be the same meaning, but she ain't lead me. I'm not gonna go down your rabbit hole, Trey. I'm not saying women can't do this. I don't feel like all women belong in the kitchen. You
No, no,
need
no.
some boss
Hold
females out
on.
here.
Pause, pause. Hey, I'm bullshit when I say that.
I know you
I,
is. I
all right,
personally
okay,
know you
cool.
bullshit.
I'm gonna say
But
I want a teammate for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
yeah,
bullshitting just to.
yeah.
I'm really trying. I was trying to piss the women off a little bit, to be
But you
honest.
did.
But
I ain't say you pissed them off, but
they
you
ain't
got
really
you got
come
them
at
under
me
their
like I
skin.
thought they was gonna come at me. You know what I'm saying? But I can go
That
and say it
because
for real now.
I ain't put all their comments up here, bro.
Okay, oh, that they did. Okay,
Yes, 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 yes. Okay.
all
If
right, that's
if you
cool.
want one, if you want one.
Yeah,
So
see, that's what I was expecting to see. I ain't see that, so I was like, I get off of it now. But no, I definitely want a teammate, man. But
see. This is a fresh
is
one.
that new? Okay,
Yes,
fresh.
this is
All
a
right,
fresh
cool,
one.
cool, cool. All right, that's
So
cool. I like that. But yeah, man. No, but I'm uncomfortable with the woman leading me.
that's my thing there. You know what I'm saying? Because even with the like I said, our family is the generation before is female dominated, but they told us the man is supposed to lead though, because they was raised by their father. So they told us
True.
this is what a man's supposed to do. So my mind is like that. This is what a man's supposed to be. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
So that's all I'm saying. So we have female leadership in our family, but they promote the man. And you
I got
don't
a
find
question
that in
for
most situations or whatever.
exact. That's what
You
I'm
don't
saying. I got a
find it in
question
most
for the
situations.
women, especially the working woman.
What
Why do
I
you
before you said it,
feel that?
before you said it, so if you ask anybody in my family about John Nunn, you ain't finna hear nothing negative about that man. Nothing but powerful stuff. And I was only around my granddad died when I was 2. But man, I know that man without knowing that man. But go ahead though.
I was gonna ask, as a woman, especially when you're working, why do you feel that? All right,
This is
I'm
a true
working.
statement
I
though. This
can
is a true
lead.
statement though. This is a true statement. Trey actually made this statement a while back. So go ahead though, Trey.
Yeah, but now why, as a woman that works, you feel like, hey, I'm working. I should lead. Why do you feel like you should be a leader?
Okay, hold on. Before you answer that, listen. The two main people that's coming is Angie and Christian. Y'all
Right.
can call in, or y'all can be a part of the show real quick and express your opinion. Because I remember Angie wanted to be a part of the show last week.
Yeah, sure did.
So
Yeah.
if you want to, okay, Angie, we can put you in the show, and Christian, you can call in, and we can do it that way. How about that? If y'all want to, just let me know. That way we can go. We can we can go back and forth with it, whatever. So what y'all want to do? You know what I'm saying? So that way, but listen, she said, TJ, women let you lead. Yes, they do let you lead. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a
Right.
woman
They
let you
do. I
lead if
agree.
she feel like you're worthy of being followed.
I agree with that too. But I think a lot of times in a relationship, we confuse money and leadership. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I personally believe, let's say if I didn't work and my wife did, I'm still the leader of this household. Like that's just what I believe as a man. But I think a lot of times
Okay.
we
Christian finna call
confuse
in, and
money. All right, cool. I
I
think we
just said,
confuse money and
hold on one second,
leadership.
Trey. Hold on one second, Trey. I think Christian want to call in, and Angie, I sent you some in your inbox. Just send me your email, and I'll send you the link that way there. So I'm finna put the number up here, whatever. So hold on one
We got
second. Go
about
ahead, though,
10
Trey. What
minutes
you were saying?
and I'm gonna ride.
Okay.
Oh dang, it's past my time, but it's all good. Yeah. But I mean that's all I was saying though. Is why do we confuse the two or mix up the two? Why does money equate to leadership? Or should money equate to leadership in a
Uh,
relationship?
I think it caused a lot of less confusion. I say that
If
there. I
what?
think it caused when you got money involved. Like let's say if you financially secure or whatever, it
Hmm.
makes some women a little more docile to follow you. You know what I'm
True.
saying? Like it
Yeah.
makes it easier for her to follow you because you giving her financial stability.
But see, that's like a struggle couple to me. I would like to be in a situation where we both balling, and you still respect the fact that I'm the leader. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like
I,
I feel like that's how it should be. But instead, when you run into women with money, that ain't necessarily the case because they got money.
okay. Yeah. Now when you got women that are
Like the
the
billionaire
bread.
girl you talking about, she ain't listen to nobody.
Oh, hold on, hold on. Like I put the comments down to send y'all. What woman I misled? To car. I missed that right there. I'm sorry, I missed that or whatever. But just let me know what you're talking about. To car. I missed what you talking about. What woman I misled? Now, what you said again, now, Trey?
I said a lot, bro. I don't know.
I know you said a lot. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Who trying to call
Uh,
in?
now I'm putting it together now, brother. I gotta make sure there's everything in here.
I leave, man. See, you got this bootleg podcast set up, man. I thought we was gonna get it and go, dog.
No, bro, I gotta make sure my I'm doing it through the
Got
Bluetooth. I just gotta make sure my what's called
gotta
so we
plug my
on here.
connection.
Hey, bro, because we weren't thinking about doing this without.
I
We just
want
gotta
to see
connect.
their face, though, because if they got on the bunny, they can't call the show.
She ain't got no button on, bro.
All right, cool.
What is
Hold on, let me
what
make
kind
sure.
of comment is that? If she got on a bonnet, she can't call
2
in.
seconds. Hey, how are you? How was your
Hello,
day?
Trey. I feel like I already know you 'cause I've been watching you for
Oh,
so
for
long.
real? Oh,
Yeah,
thank you so
Hold
much.
on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Call in one more time, Christian. One more time. My bad. Now go ahead, Angie. Go ahead.
We
Speak your
going
piece,
four
y'all.
way?
Just she
I mean,
calling in,
where
and
should we
Angie join the
start?
show. Wherever you want to start at, we let you lead.
Let me ask. Right. I present you with a question, and we can go. We'll dialect from there.
Okay.
Do you believe that a woman can allow her man to be the leader in a relationship if they're financially similar?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I respect that.
I
I find that a lot of women don't.
no for what I
Hold
found
on.
in my experience
Hello.
is that
All right, hold on. Let me add you to the
when
show
a
real
man
quick.
makes like less money than you, am I letting you? Where are you
Go
leading
ahead.
me to? Like that's like the issue. Like I'm not gonna let you be leader
I
over my
think you
finances.
are. Hold on 1 second, Shawty. Hold on. They talking real
Go
quick.
ahead,
Don't hang
Angie.
up though.
I'm listening to you.
While they
Yeah,
do
I'm
this,
not gonna let
You're
you be
saying good stuff.
leader over my finances, and you can't lead your own
I wasn't expecting to
finances.
do something.
So
Gotcha.
I mean that's where you come from, but and usually a man with money has that power over
What's
a
on real quick,
woman,
Christian?
and not because he's a leader or because he's a good person. It's
Can
because
y'all hear
he's
Christian?
using his money.
No, we can't hear Christian.
Yeah, okay. Hold on.
So you gotta send her the link, and we have the four way like
You're
that.
right there. Hey, yeah, I'm finna go get this cord real quick. Y'all go ahead and get it in. I'm finna go get this cord
Yeah,
real quick
cool.
for Shawty,
We
okay?
got some good dialect. I
I
like where
can't
this
hear
is
you, bro. I
going. Go
can't hear.
ahead,
Y'all
big guy.
go with it, bro. Let her lead you into the right place. I bet.
But no, I feel you though. Man, where are you leading me? I guess he just got laid off. He was making money, but now he's laid off. Is he still the leader?
I mean, I don't know why we as a society want to get caught up on like who's the leader, who's the boss. We are a partnership. If you're in a
Most
marriage
definitely.
and we're together, we're doing this together. When you're down, I got your back. When you're, like vice versa. Why does someone have to be in charge in order for the relationship to work?
Right.
Why
I
do you
would
have
say
to be
because
in control over me and have like a leadership role? When you're a
yeah, no,
leader, regardless, if you're a leader, you're a leader.
right. But all right, what I'm saying, let's come. All right, we come to a fork in the road. We got to go left or we got to go right. Me and you, we in the car, we drive. We got to go left. We got to go right. You saying, hey, let's go right. I'm saying, no, we need to go left.
Say something now, Christian.
Who gonna make the decision? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I mean, it depends. If I've been down this road before and I know where right is and where left is, and I say let's go right, and you say go left.
Hey,
and
hold
left
tight
is
1
off the
second,
cliff.
y'all. Hold tight 1 second, y'all. Christian, you in there?
He messing up
I can
our
hear
stuff,
you.
and
Okay,
we got it
she in
going.
the show. My bad. I had to get in the show, bro. Go ahead. Get y'all
I
bills
hear
on.
All right, go ahead. Go finish your thought, Angie.
Yeah, and if left is going off a cliff, then I'm not going there with you. I'm not ride or die. This is not Bonnie and Clyde. And that's what a lot of men mess up at, is because women know where this is going. And when we say, no, we don't want to go off this cliff with you, then, oh, you can't let me lead. You can't never, be a woman and da 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 da. No, that's not how it works. Like, where I'm strong, let me take the driver's seat. And where you strong, you take the driver's seat. And nobody is, over anybody. Now,
Right.
if it's a bullet coming, take the lead role and take that bullet. Be a man. That's
right. Now,
no questions
I
about
agree.
that.
I agree what you just said about, hey, well, I have experience in this right here. Let's go this route. Because I mean, I find that a lot in my marriage. And Takara, to answer the question, yes, I hadn't spoke on it just because I didn't know if we wanted to talk about spiritual stuff today. But most definitely, in my marriage, let's say the kids are sick. My wife, she works in the medical field. That's her lane. I'm gonna step back. Hey, do your thing. Whatever you need me to do to assist, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So on certain things, that to me, that's what a leader is. A leader is knowing when to, hey, all right, you go take care of that. I'm gonna take care of this type situation. You see what I'm saying? I think that's what a leader is. A leader ain't necessarily making all the decisions. Go ahead, Christian. What you got?
Yeah, get your points off, Shawty.
Okay, well, Kristen is calling in with her bonnet on, Trey. So
you want to put that face on there.
I think
I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
I think the question originally that was posed is why, when it comes to leadership, we equate it with money. A lot of men do that. A lot of men think because they're the quote unquote breadwinner, they are qualified automatically. And the fact that they have a penis, that they're qualified automatically to lead. And that's not automatically the case. And I think when it comes to when the roles are reversed and the women make more money, that's when the men are like, oh, well, why has it got to be about the money? Why is it that way? I'm asking you guys.
Why is what?
Society told us that. I think society told us that.
Hold on. What was the question? I was reading the card thing.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
So I was saying cool. How originally. Okay, you heard me?
Yeah.
You guys, the original question was, why do we equate leadership with money? And so when it's the man that has the money, then they're the leader, quote unquote. But when it's the woman, then we are trying to be the man. Why is that?
Now, my opinion, I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's what I'm saying. Like if the woman has the money, I don't think that's my point. I think that the way I see women that are the breadwinners, or I ain't the dominant breadwinner. I'm not going to say the breadwinner because if you make $1 more than me, you're really not the breadwinner. We equal, shot. We both in the same boat or whatever. But if you're the dominant breadwinner, I think it's how she handles the situation. And as a man, it's our insecurity. And I know we insecure if your woman make more than you, because as children, we're told that's not how it's supposed to be, because society told us that. So now that stuff is starting to flip and you see it like this, it's confusing to us because we were told as kids that's not how it's supposed to be. But then not gonna say most, but in our community, a lot of times these females that are the dominant breadwinners, they negate the male role in here. They look at him as a peon. So I mean, that's just my opinion. Go ahead, Trey. I see you raise your hand.
Yeah, I disagree with the thought of if a woman is making more money than you, then you feel insecure.
I'm not speaking
my wife makes more money than me.
To me personally.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You saying men
in general?
In general, all right, got you. All right, cool. All right, I thought you were talking about you. But I'll say, yeah, she make more money than me, but I still feel secure because I make good money too, and that's what I love about our dynamic is that we make good money together. You see what I'm saying? And we do it like that.
What if you didn't make as much
I was
money
just
as
about
you
to say
did?
that. What if you lost your job and you had to go to McDonald's for about a good year?
I might feel some insecurity.
That's what
So
I'm.
my-
That's why I said. That's why I said the dominant breadwinner. Like what you make now, but what if your wife quadrupled what you made?
so
You're not. She
And what if the roles
quadrupling.
still stay the same? What if the roles still stay the same? She just made more money than you. Would you still be insecure?
yeah, sure would.
Hold on. If the roles stay the same, what you mean?
Meaning,
Oh, you said with the money?
nothing changed except, yeah, I mean, nothing changed. Like, you still consulted with her when it comes to major decisions. I mean, I guess in your relationships, I don't know who makes the final decision, but nothing's changed but the financial aspect. Would you still be insecure?
Wait, you don't know
Yes.
who make the final decision. Wait, what?
I mean,
what?
honestly, I would try to keep it the same as much as possible. But I think because she make the amount of money that she would make in that scenario, I don't think she would be submissive to me because of my lack of money.
Yeah, so I have two comments. The first issue is that in general, men don't have the emotional intelligence as women, and so it's always
Hold on.
yeah,
We-
it's
we-
emotional.
Listen, she don't need Flavor up here doing ab libs and dancing on stage. So let her do her thing. We don't listen. We don't need all that.
So I mean, so that is the issue. Like, what is it? Who else is on the phone?
That's Kristen on the phone.
Oh, Kristen. So like she was saying, what if nothing in the roles changed except that now you are making a significant amount less? You said you would try, but that's an emotional feeling that you're having, not that anything happened, but you feel that way. So that's an emotion. And women in general, as creatures that we are, our emotional intelligence is better than men. And that's why if you look at history and men, raging wars over a woman and killing hundreds and thousands of people because of the emotional intelligence. This is what it all comes back to.
Go ahead, TJ. What you got, brother? I see you raising your hand.
Wait a minute. Okay, because how can we sit up here and make it where now we realize that a woman can be a leader, but we still saying men don't have the emotional intelligence. So y'all can upgrade y'allself, we can't upgrade ourselves.
Y'all can upgrade yourselves, you just don't.
Yeah, I wish you would. We wish you would. We want you to go to therapy. We want you to work out these issues. We want you not to have a toxic masculinity and recognize these things. And I'm well traveled, and this is really it does come across more in the American culture. Like when you go to other cultures and you deal with other men, like they don't have a problem with and it goes back to Takar's comment as well about in relationships, people don't know how to be submissive. The man or the woman don't really know what that means. And you think that means like, oh, whatever you say, I'm the head man, you have to listen to. No.
I think that's dictatorship, though. That's dictatorship. Yeah.
That is dictatorship.
That's what men want. They want dictatorship over women, not leadership.
Right. I was going to say that. I said, well, I know me and you just had a talk, Angie, and I told you, but that's what leadership is being able to say, hey, your way is correct. So I'm going to back off and let you lead right now, you know what I'm saying, because your way is correct. But it's also saying, hey, sweetheart, we're going to go my way because my way is correct. Is to know how to decipher between the two and do your best to make the right decision for your family.
In that manner as a man, and how you can say, I know what my wife is saying is correct, and we're going to go with you. She leads too and say, I know my husband is correct and I'm gonna go with him because we're both intelligent and we can make intelligent decisions together as a partnership. And there's no power struggle here. And we're gonna do what's good for the unit and for our family.
And that's how it's supposed to be. But what I find is that money coming fuck that up, to be honest.
Well, let's not
if the dude ain't making money,
men don't just say there aren't men out there that's just saying they don't have a pot to piss in. And they just saying, I said what I said, and we're going to do it this way because I want it to be, and I'm the man. And then they lead them into bankruptcy, lead them into debt, lead them into so many holes just because, quote unquote, the man is supposed to lead.
Okay.
Right.
Now, I have two comments. First of all, I want y'all females, y'all women, what is y'all opinion? I don't know what y'all spiritual belief is or whatever, but biblically, y'all not called to be this type of leadership. So what is y'all opinion on that? And then the statement you just made, Christian, I think those are young men. Those aren't men. Those are boys or men or whatever. Those are
that don't know
boys
the
in
fuck they doing.
a man's body.
But
Because
TJ,
like
they be like 40, 45, 50 years old acting this way.
boys in a man's body.
Right.
But you got
And-
once
and-
again,
and-
once again,
Where
you
they
gotta
daddy
realize
at?
this is the way society is. That's my all famous. Where's they daddy at?
Where they
Because-
daddy at? What they daddy
Yeah.
doing? You know.
Okay, but
no,
you say this, and you guys did this like a 3, 4 a long time ago. Where they daddy at? Where they friends at? Because y'all all got friends like this, and y'all are still friends with them. So
Yep.
when do you hold them accountable as their friend and be like, you know what? I can't even socialize with a man who can't be a man because you can't run in my pack. You can't be one of my friends because you don't exemplify what manhood is. And if y'all men don't start calling men out, then how will men, do
Okay,
your
Hey,
job?
can I go first? Can I go, CJ?
No.
Yeah,
This show
go
was my
ahead, man.
idea.
Go.
This whole podcast
Go.
was my idea, so I got to go first. My circle's so small, and
Thank you.
it's so
That's
small, and the man I do and put myself around think the way I think. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at me and Trey, we cousins. So how you think the men in our family rock? Now we do have some weirdos now, but I don't rock.
But
with
we
them.
don't
One
rock
when I
with them.
see him, I'm gonna
Exactly.
punch him in his
Do
face.
you ever
the
call
second
them
I get
out?
a chance to.
Do you ever call them out?
The one when I see him, I'm gonna punch him in his face. So that's the call
Oh,
out.
wow.
I'm talking about the second I see him. I told
Hey,
Trey this. When I see him,
and
I'm
look,
gonna punch him in his face on call.
TJ was one of my groomsmen, and he seen my friends that I hang out with.
And
All
we're
of us
cool.
the same.
And we're cool.
Yes.
That's the one that shot me in the ass last weekend. One that shot me in the ass the other weekend on
Right.
first thing with us.
All of us
But-
are the same. So bums don't hang out with us. I don't hang out with bums.
Yeah,
So
birds
I
with
don't
feathers
even
flock
have
together.
that. Exactly. I don't even have that friend that is a bum that I can say that to. I can say
Okay,
that
now-
for sure.
I mean, as
I-
a community of people, take one a year under your wing and help them out and steer them to the right way because we're no good without each other.
Okay.
When you see a brother out there that ain't nothing, help him out. Show him how you should act.
Okay. Listen, I want y'all to get to this comment Takara made, but then with that shouted, I'm not raising no man. And men are stubborn.
Right. I would say
Men are
I got
stubborn.
3 kids.
They stuck in
I
their
got
ways.
3 kids.
They stuck in
That's
their
you
ways.
took it out of my
You
mouth,
talking about
dog.
40 and 50.
Yeah, and you can
At
learn
40 and
from
50, do you think me coming around can change this man the way he think? That's a lost cause,
Hey,
y'all.
Kevin
We gotta let him think.
Samuels got these men out here, believing all kind of stuff at this age. So yes, grown men can have influence
true.
over
I
other grown
give you
men.
I don't know no man that's following Kevin Samuels. All I see is women on there. Every blue moon you might be a
Hey.
super.
No, there are a lot of men,
Listen, that's
quote,
the
unquote,
anomaly we
men who
talking about. I'm talking
follow
about to
him.
be on this show. It probably be dude that watch the show.
Right. I was
But
just
when
gonna
you
say
do
that.
bring
Hey,
them up, but what is y'all opinion on the biblical stance of this though? Y'all have
real fast. 2 seconds. I would like for that to be our homework assignment if possible. Go find the bum and bring them to the show, and we'll talk about him in front of their face.
I don't know none, man.
Ooh.
I don't know none.
I know.
Y'all say
All
that
right, cool.
everywhere.
Oh, they are. They are.
But what is y'all?
I don't know
biblical
any
stance?
personally because I'm like y'all.
What
I
is y'all-
can't socialize.
Biblically, how do y'all
Right.
feel about it? Biblically, this is written. This is how it's supposed to be. And I'm not.
I
Y'all know I
feel-
don't follow the Bible. That's not. I don't rock with
I
it.
feel biblically that a lot of men use the Bible to as a basis for how they quote unquote behave. And they only follow the things that
Mhm.
Fit their narrative.
highlight and condone what they want to do, meaning having multiple wives and having multiple women, and but then they're not following the Bible, quote unquote, wholly. They just do it. They
Right.
only follow what promotes their lifestyle.
But you still ain't answer my question. I
What's
agree
your
with
question?
everything you just said, but she said Takara got a comment saying woman can lead, but in a marriage, I don't believe, regardless of her income, that is God, whatever God called her to be. In the Bible, it tells you this here that the man is supposed to lead. So, are we supposed to go against the word of God?
Which part? Like, what are
Wait,
we?
wait.
Are we agreeing with the word of God of in regards
I
to
don't follow
slavery?
the Bible, so I don't.
Because
follow
that's in the Bible too. It said, obey your slave
Listen,
masters. I'm
I
just
see how
saying,
you
like,
skipping
are
and
we?
I see how you skipping and
Absolutely.
hopping though. I see how you skipping and hopping though. We speaking
Right.
on
If
the
No,
part
we're
where the man
focusing
is
on this,
supposed to
on this
lead.
one.
We can
On
have a
this
show
one.
about the Bible,
Okay.
but what about the part
For
where
me,
it's telling
I
you the
was-
man is the head?
I was raised Christian. I consider myself more spiritual now, but I do, I do believe in the Bible, and it does have, it's definitely valid. But yes, if you take it in the right context, you have to read everything in the context. If you're gonna follow a
She
man,
just said
it's
this.
the man. It's the man that follows God and pick God first. So if that's the man who God is above all things, yes, I will follow him because he is following God. But
Even
the
if he
man
broke.
who doesn't really know and is just using, nah.
If he broke, he ain't following God, bro.
Yeah,
He can have financial struggles, but if he broke, he ain't following God.
exactly.
How can you say that, man?
If you broke, he ain't following God, bro.
That's in the Bible too. Yeah, if you're not prospering and you ain't being fruitful, you must be following the wrong guy. You gotta you turn the page or something.
Not on that part when they say be fruitful.
Christian, what is your opinion on it though, Christian? Miss Beehive, women first, woman empowerment. You know what I'm saying? What she call herself that I don't like? What's the term I don't like?
I don't know. She ain't get no Flavor Flav dress on that one. Yeah,
being feminine and all that.
Feminine.
First of all, Christian, do you follow the Bible? If you follow the Bible, if you don't follow the Bible, it doesn't concern you. But do you follow the Bible?
I was born into a very religious household. My dad's a minister. My grandfather's a bishop. And I like Angie, I was raised in a Christian household. I'm more spiritual in nature. I do believe that God is not going to allow me or lead me to follow a man that is not handling his business.
I do agree with that, though. I do agree with that. But y'all sound like y'all have dealt with these type of men before. So you have straight from God with these situations. So
I didn't marry any of these type of men. And so Takara, you right. The Bible says your husband. So when we dating these men, we not submitting to nobody. So yes, it's your husband.
Wisely, then choose better with the dudes you date because these are the candidates for your husband.
Look, we be getting catfish. You start out and then they come in and they switch it up, and then you gotta let them go.
I give you that because when you first meet somebody, all you showing them is all your good stuff. You ain't showing them the bullshit.
So right, hold on. Question. So do y'all not submit to a man? You're not gonna submit to a man until you're his wife. Is that accurate?
I've been married, and when I was married, I did submit.
Hold on.
Post marriage, I haven't submitted. No.
Okay.
No.
Would you be willing to?
I submitted, and I let him blindly lead. I followed him blindly. I want my next husband, plural. I won't do that again. I'll be more informed and speak my mind more and make my voice more heard.
Question.
In my next marriage.
So was that the devil leading you to that man that end?
I think that God gave me signs and I ignored them. I also didn't. I believe that I was so young. I got married at 25. I don't think anybody should get married that young.
Trey got married at 18, 19.
Come on now.
And TJ, to your point, like you have to pick better. I won't pick a husband who is not already led by God. Like I would not do that.
Okay, now back to what Trey said. Like he said, would you follow? But see, because now if you're following a man that's quote unquote of God or whatever, and you saying you're not gonna allow him to lead you until you're married, why would he marry you if you're not gonna be submissive to him? You're not gonna be submissive to him.
Well, why are we giving
Let me finish
boyfriends?
my question. Okay. I promise I'm gonna let you get in. But we just thinking biblically now, so it's not like just. We know real world, and we know when we talk this God talk, whatever. A lot of it's flu gaze, a lot of it just talking or whatever. But from what y'all said is like you wouldn't submit to a man until you marry him. So why would a man marry you if you're not showing signs of submission? Because y'all choose if we gonna have sex or not, but we choose if your last name change. That's our choice.
If this man doesn't have good enough sense to recognize in me that I should be his wife, then why would I want to marry him? Why do I have to do all these things to prove myself if I'm the one and we're in a relationship and all of that? Like in my case, like me, I'm like, I've chosen not to be with these men because they don't exemplify the qualities that I want. Like I'm not about to get entrapped with somebody who.
Right. Why would he? But that goes the other way though. If you're not showing signs what he want, and biblically is a woman that's submissive. And when I say submissive, I do know the Bible is misogynist, is all out those. The women in the Bible is belittled because there's nothing but men that wrote these books. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I think Jesus was getting his freak on with some, you know what I'm saying? These females just not acknowledged or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, so I do understand that the woman voice is not heard in the Bible. I do hear that. But if you don't want him to show you signs of being a man of God, a good leader, but you're not showing, I mean, you might be showing him signs that you're a woman of God, but you're not showing him signs that you're a submit. So why?
Right.
Submit like
so
what?
it's always gonna be like this.
I know. I mean, like, what do you mean by submit?
By submissive is the same way a wife would submit to her husband.
Huh?
No, I mean, we're not like it. We wouldn't even be in a situation, because when I think about that, I think about like finances. You know, maybe if you have children involved, healthcare concerns, family concerns. But if I'm dating you and there is a conversation about my mother, and you have an opinion and I have an opinion, and I'm dating you, I'm about to let you as a boyfriend, or
right,
you know, or I have something going on with my finances. I'm dating you and I'm about to submit my finances. No.
I'm not saying that. I mean, because what you're saying is correct.
On a bigger scale, we're talking about the micro stuff, because when we already understood that when we first dating, we're only showing our good stuff. We ain't showing the bullshit.
I feel like on a micro level, of course, you know, because that's all BS stuff anyway. Like, you know, where we going,
where we gonna eat at.
You know, like it ain't.
What type of woman you like? Where you see yourself in 5 years? Alive, nigga. That's why I see myself alive in 5 years.
Hey, that's the realest thing you done said the whole show, Angie. You don't know where you want to eat at.
Yeah, so right. Go ahead. I mean, all the micro stuff is Go right ahead. You can do all that.
Go ahead, Christian. Get in there, Christian. What is your opinion on it, Christian? I don't want to silence the woman, so make sure y'all get equal opportunity.
Do I hear that you're a feminist too?
No.
Okay,
you know I ain't with that shit.
I'm saying I'm with Angie. Like, a lot of the stuff when you're dating is very surface level. Like, I do, you know, so if I'm dating you and I have my own finances and you have your own finances, you can't tell me nothing about my finances unless you're contributing heavily. I think it gets down when you get like to living with somebody and actually creating a life with that person.
You're married though. You ain't supposed to be living to it. You're married.
But I do want to know at what point do you would you consider yourself to be serious with the guy?
I think when y'all, I answer that for you. I think when y'all become I don't know the word when it's not monogamous, but come on, women, educated, exclusive.
Like, there you
I'm
go.
your woman,
yeah.
You're my man type stuff. I'm your man, you're my woman type stuff. We are here, and I ain't talking about like if y'all got the Will and Jada stuff going on. We still can date other people.
I just feel like until you like are in marriage and walk down that aisle, like you're never gonna know.
That's fair.
You know, like you're never gonna be in a situation like that. Like even if you live with a boyfriend, y'all still have your own job, you still have your own finances. When I put down beneficiary, if something happened to me on my paperwork, even when I was in a relationship, it was my mama. I'm not about to put you down before I get my mom, and you ain't my husband.
Yeah, that's fair. No doubt.
So I mean, you
and they end up on Dateline.
Why we gotta be on Dateline, Shawty?
I'm saying.
Why we not made to a whole TV show now? Our simple relationship made a whole TV show.
Yeah,
hey,
I think
I agree with
has a good point.
Me too.
You should do marriage counseling first.
Yeah.
But who's counseling?
And then premarital counseling, Takara, you're going to find out if that man follows God or not. And if he doesn't, you need to move on.
But Trey needs a male counselor though, because he ain't not going to go to a premarital counseling and a woman is sitting in front of him.
That's true.
Wow.
I don't
Why?
mind.
Because a woman can't leave you?
No, not because a woman can't leave me, because I think a woman is going to side with a woman. I think a woman is going to side with the woman.
It's not about siding for me. I feel like I would be more, not necessarily in like marital counseling or whatever, but like when I choose doctors, I choose women, and preferably Black women. If I chose a personal counselor,
me too, by the way.
It would be a Black woman, because I want somebody who can identify with me. And if you are a male, I think it's good to, you know, speak to another male, someone you can identify with.
I mean,
Not
for me,
I
I choose a black
was about to say this
female.
with the cars. This is what you need right here. When you're doing marriage counseling, I think you need a married couple to counsel you.
Right.
I
oh,
agree.
then
They've
that's
been
good.
together.
Yeah.
No, Takara
They've been
said
together
it. I
for.
was thinking
I say
Takara just
they've
her fingers
been
faster
together
than
at
my
least
mind
20 years.
because Takara fingers faster than my mind because y'all are sophisticated and more educated and whatever you said y'all are, but we ain't here yet. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
So
mhm, mhm.
ain't no
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
You're right, TJ.
I mean, me
You're right.
now. Look, hey, me personally, I need a female doctor. A black female doctor at that because I'm a man and I gotta have that prostate check done, and I can't have no man ram me up there like that, dog.
Hey, bro, I had it, bro. I got issues with my stomach, bro. That dude finger was about this big, bro. I was
It
like,
was a
God damn.
dude, man.
I jumped all on the table, bro. I was
No,
like, God
dog.
damn.
See, that's why I gotta have a
My
girl, man. They got little bitty
doctor,
fingers,
listen,
dog.
my doctor
Oh,
be all
so
on
in
TV
this
and
case,
everything.
women can lead you. A woman doctor is good enough.
Hey, up
Look
that
at
hole
these
there,
double standards.
up that hole right there, she got all the power in the world. She got it.
Wow.
Listen,
You know,
let me
yeah.
explain. When I was 25, I got y'all don't see the commercial. I got ulcerative colitis, so that's something where my stomach is not aligned like everybody else or whatever. So when all it was going on, and this gonna get real personal. When I was having bowel movements, bro, and ladies, it was nothing but blood. I mean, I was just straight bleeding. You know what I'm saying? So it was messed up. No, it's real.
Hey, you know that.
Listen, I ain't gotta hide it, bro. I don't told people at the shop, so why am I hiding on here? So when I finally got the confidence to go to a doctor, because we had just had a cousin die from cancer, and as men, we don't believe in going to the doctor and stuff like this.
True.
And one time I was at my mama's house, and I was like, "Mom, yo, you need to come check this out." And she's like, "Bro, you need to go to a doctor." So that's why I had a prostate exam when I was young in my 20s. I think I had some when I was
TJ,
I was
just
24.
one
I
quick
was 24.
question.
Go ahead.
When you took that advice from your mom leading you to the right place, was that her still raising you, or was that being her in a leadership role saying, son, go to a doctor because she knew better?
I needed a nurturing opinion. I needed a nurturing opinion.
You
So
just not
I'm
gonna
just being
let
real.
her lead you, huh?
I'm just being real. So when I went to the doctor, that's when this was my primary physician. It wasn't a specialist. So when he said, okay, I got to do this here. And his finger was about this big, bro. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, God dang, it just hurt. You know what I'm saying? So then, but when I had I had to go to a gastroenterologist and stuff like this, and it was a female, Dr. Johnson or whatever. She had just as much as hair I got on my head right now. And I had to have a colonoscopy or whatever. So that's when they put the camera up there and all this stuff here. They didn't sedate me. And my mom would tell you, she heard me in the lobby yelling like, oh my God, this hurts so bad. Oh my God. And listen, the camera was about this big. This is how big the camera was. I was like, I don't know how they do this. This hurts so bad. There's never females in there trying to calm me down or whatever. So what I'm saying is, I get what you're saying, Trey, but it depends. Like you go to your primary physician, but what if your specialist is a male, Trey, and you had the situation what I had?
I'm gonna request a female. I'm gonna say I'll say something. Don't even go behind me, bro. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna request one.
But you're going to a
specialist. Do you have any female?
Trey gonna relax all his muscles and get that exam. That's what he's gonna do.
Ain't no relaxing.
So TJ and Trey, you don't see the irony in the fact that now a woman doctor is good enough for you when it questions your masculinity.
Dr. Johnson was cool. Listen, Dr. Johnson was cool, but after that, okay, because when I moved to Alabama, then I moved to Macon, then I moved back up here. All my other doctors have been male. The only reason I hate Dr. Johnson because I was supposed to be put to sleep for that thing. I was not put to sleep. I was woke the whole time. So that woman led me the wrong way.
Oh Lord.
True story. So
I mean, maybe now you have like a small taste of like what a woman goes through during birth.
No.
And you can see how strong we are because you was
because y'all pushing out. Y'all pushing out. No, listen. Y'all was pushing out. I was getting pushed up. It's totally different.
I'm sorry. We get our exams once a year. So we got our legs in stirrup every year. So that's not just when we're giving birth. We get examined like that all the time.
But y'all have told y'all supposed to get this. I didn't know my stomach. I was gonna be shitting blood. I didn't know I was gonna be shitting blood. It just started happening. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere. So I mean, so now listen, I don't care. I don't tell people this at the shop. So why?
Bro, I ain't know that this happened in your life, bro.
It's right. When
I would have so many jokes earlier, man.
Well, hold on, Trey. Hold on, Trey. No, this when our cousin John died. So this was back then. So I had a cousin die from cancer. So it was like it was scared. I was scared. Like I knew something was wrong with me, But it's like, why go? Because most men don't go to the doctor or whatever.
Right.
But I've always had insurance for a long time, so why not use it? But and I know we get off a topic or whatever. But the point is, I've had a female specialist, but my doctor I always had a male. No, pause that. When I first moved back up here, I had a female on the west side. And me and her talk, she gave me a hug and everything because I'm just a cool type person like that. We had after my whole exam was over, we talked about an hour. She's like, I just love you so much. Listen, I'm a pretty cool guy. Go ahead, though.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. After you look at your Coleman, give you a hug.
Hey, but we gonna wrap it up, bro. I'm finna,
All right,
put
I'm
these
gonna
kids to
entertain
bed.
these females for a couple more minutes, man. Then I'm finna because I'm pretty intoxicated, so that's probably why I'm indulging everything. First of all, but
well, hey, y'all in for a long night, ladies. Y'all take care.
No, because that alcohol get to talking, boy. Whatever, nigga.
All right, hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. See y'all next week.
All right. Okay, but ladies,
See ya. See ya.
all right, he gone. But now when I was speaking on the biblical part, 'cause that's what Takara, that's her stand. So, and this is including you, Takara, too. So, what if you find a man that he exemplifies to whatever y'all feel like a man is supposed to be, and leadership role or whatever, but he doesn't follow that faith? Would you follow him then? If he doesn't have your same spiritual belief system, would you follow that man then? Since God leading you to this man or whatever. Christian, I want you to go first, since you said God will lead you. Yeah.
For me, it has to make sense. Like, I'm not just going to let him tell me that today is Monday when everything that I know says that it's Sunday. Like, it has to make sense. And so if what he's saying lines up with what I know and what I can, not necessarily research, but can validate, then I don't have a problem with him leading me. But it's you're going to lead me, I'm going to lead you because I'm a man, and simply because that's the only qualification I have. That's what I have a problem with.
What about you, Angie?
For me, if you don't like spiritually, if you don't spiritually align, it's not going to work. Like if you are one religion and I'm another one, it's not going to work for me personally.
Okay.
I've seen it work, but it's not going to work for me.
Yeah, because I remember a friend I grew up with, and it was crazy because when I grew up, all I knew was Christianity. I heard of other religions, but I never seen it before. But I had a friend that I grew up with, and his dad was a Muslim. He raised his boys as Muslim, and the mother was a Baptist. They raised the daughters as a Baptist or whatever. So I was about to say it did work, but they got divorced like 5 years ago. But so I guess you're right. But if that man exemplifies everything that you feel like a man's supposed to be, spiritual belief, that's more a personal thing in my opinion. And then I do feel like you two should come together on that. If y'all have the same view, or if y'all don't have the same view, that's something y'all can dissect later on. I ain't gonna say later on, but it can be different because we all know when emotions get involved and especially when you start having sexual relations, not your body talking and your body telling your mind what it's supposed to be, and your mind telling your heart this, blah blah, this, then the third or whatever. But if this man is exemplifying everything that you feel like it is, and you will follow him, but you will use the religious aspect to say, no, I'm not going to follow him because of that. But he exemplifies everything that you say that you would follow. Why wouldn't you follow him?
I mean, if I met somebody who was great and they were nice or whatever, and we had a great time and we meshed well together, and they're like, oh, I'm an atheist. Okay, well, this is where the boat stops for me.
Okay, I get the atheist part. Now,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not an atheist. But okay,
yeah,
but like I said, I brought up the situation where the mother was a Baptist and the father was a Muslim. So it's following the same God, just different lanes to that God.
I mean, I'm not like I was raised Christian.
Like all of us was.
Yeah, but as I've grown, I found respect in all religions. And I feel like the story of religions is love. You see that in every religion across all cultures. And so, I mean, if you're spiritual and you have that belief and you believe in something higher than you, then maybe. if we can align otherwise. But so that's with Takara and saying like the Bible and all this, like, yeah, I get that, but I don't just read the Bible anymore. So that's why I can't be like.
Okay. And then I want both of y'all answer on this one here. And then I'm done the religious part. Let's say y'all find a man y'all feel like perfect, and he's a good guy. And I don't know if you have kids, Andrew, but I know you have kids, Christian or whatever. So he exemplifies fatherhood, not a father, because only their dad can be their father. But he exemplifies fatherhood. So he's somebody your kids can follow, but he's broke. What about that? He's broke. You're supporting him more so than more so to the point where he's a burden financially. He's a good man, but he's a burden financially. How do y'all feel about that? I'll let you go first, Christian.
A person who has children, I don't need another dependent. He
can't be a house husband. That's the thing now. The house husband guy.
Yeah, I'm not going into it like that. If anything, I want to be the house person, housewife. Okay. I want to be the one at home making home, and that be my only thing.
Why?
Because that's what I want to do. I want to work for myself. I don't want to have to clock in somebody else's time clock. But I do want to be a house mom or a housewife. To me, I don't know. I mean, this could be the reverse of chauvinism, but
oh yes, it definitely is. That's the vibe I'm getting right now, ma'am. That's definitely the vibe I'm getting. This is definitely the vibe I'm getting.
It's okay, girl. It's okay. Speak your truth.
Don't worry, Trey here with me in spirit. Trey with me in spirit.
That's fine. He could be there. You can't. I don't know. It's gonna be hard for me to let you lead me if I know that you playing Xbox all day and I'm at work playing.
Kids. He's cleaning the house.
My kids go to school.
He's cleaning the house.
My kids go to school.
Huh?
My kids are at school all day, so he can't. He's
cleaning the house. He's taking care of the household.
The house ain't gonna need to be cleaned all day every day.
Woo, so you telling me? So when a woman is at home, she ain't really
no, that's not what I'm
role in the house now.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, but you say he playing Xbox all day. We feel like y'all watching soap operas all day.
Takar, he means it's not working.
No, I was saying he was financially burdened. So like the point is like he's bagging groceries. Like, bro, you might well just stay at the house and clean up the house, bro. Every time, because with kids and you got a full schedule. Sometimes the house can be chaotic, and they say this man can balance the house while you out there working. Because y'all is Miss Independent now. Neo don't trick y'all. So now that the man say you Miss Independent, he gonna take care of the house. So go ahead, Andrew. What is your opinion on that, then? Because Christian is a female chauvinist. I see that now. But go ahead.
For me, I don't at this stage in my life now, I don't even know how I would get to know or encounter someone to have those feelings about them.
You met him in church.
Well, I'm spiritual, so I don't.
You met him in a family. Met him in a family function.
Yeah, I met him, and he told me that he was bagging groceries, and I said, "Oh, nice to meet you," and that was it. Like, what else happened after that?
I'm trying to think of
like how would we get to this point?
I'm trying to think of a technical name where like people say they secretaries or janitor. They have another name for it that doesn't really say what they really do.
A domestic engineer. Yeah, a domestic engineer.
Yeah, he's a domestic engineer, Shawty.
So
that doesn't align with my goals for life. So how we gonna build with you being a domestic engineer?
So
there's no income coming in.
Yeah, I just feel like we wouldn't even connect because I'm a I hustle. I have a full-time and 2 contracts. So how would that even work? I'm out here working basically 3 jobs and you work none. How would we connect? How would that conversation go?
Yeah, you pin me in the corner with this one here, but I'm just trying to flip it, whatever. So basically, y'all are female chauvinists, though.
I don't know. I don't think
definitely Christian is. I know you probably, but Christian definitely is though. Like she want her cake and want to eat it too.
You just want to put me in a hole, like you want me to put me in a category, and I'm not.
You did that. You said, I guess it's the role reverse, and I was like, I agree with you. So I let you lead me into that understanding, and I allowed you to say yes, you are correct.
I'm just saying it doesn't align with my life goals. Okay. And so him staying at home, doesn't. I'm trying to build an empire, and so. He can work for me.
Okay, one thing about the empire, that means it's some type of establishment involved, and he's just keeping the establishment clean. You know, you come home to a nice cooked meal, the warm, the bath water ran, the kids fed, homework done. Why you don't want that? That's what most men say they want. Even though most men can't handle those type of responsibilities to make that available, especially in that society with a black man. But if this man is making all this available, why you don't want that?
I like to answer to Car's question. So a man shouldn't be with a woman that it's okay with being a housewife once married. A man and a woman should do whatever works for them.
That's true.
I think what me and Kristen are saying is that doesn't work for us, and that's okay.
Y'all saying we ain't fucking with no broke niggas. Just
No,
say
and
what it is.
I have a friend who makes like $250,000, like $250,000 a year, and her husband makes like $70,000, and she's a leader, and she has gotten positions through the year where now she's like making that, and she has surpassed him, and she manages their finances. He had a house, she had a house. She rents them out. She does their taxes, everything. And it works for their relationship. They did 2 in vitro.
Mm-hmm.
They have 2 daughters now. He's working from home. He's like helping, with the kids because he's working from home.
Right.
And he makes a significant amount less than her, but he still.
Okay. Let me comment on that. Like
I would do that. I
look at the yin and the yang.
Same. I would do the same.
I look at the yin and the yang. You know, you got the black, the white, but inside that black and the white, you got the in the white, you got the black dot, and the black, you got the white dot. So I was always told from a cultural stance that, and my weakness is your strength, and my strength is your weakness. So, and I grew up seeing where if the female is more financially educated, then you let her handle that, or vice versa, or whatever. So if with your situation is not even that fact that she makes more money, because she can make 250 and he can make 70, but if he's more financially literate than her, then she should let him handle the finances or whatever. So that with that situation, which is cool, it just says she's more financially literate than he is. She makes the better financial decision with the money, because that's $325 they bringing in, or $320 they bringing in, or whatever. Or whatever that amount equates to. She just manages the money better. Because if he made $5 million and she made that $250, but if she know how to manage money better, common sense should tell him like, all right, I will let her. Well, $5 million, you should have the accountant or something like that. But the point is, what I'm saying is like, if that's your strength, the other one should understand that I'm gonna allow you to do this. But that's where we come in like this. So you're submitting. So, and I feel like in a relationship, it's always some form of submission in all areas or whatever.
Yeah. So in this aspect, I feel like her husband is submitting to her. Like, you're good at this, and I'm gonna let you do what you do. And she hasn't steered them wrong, and their life has been better for it. And he might be considered more of a caretaker than her, just because of time constraints on their schedule, because now she's like back getting her PhD, and so she leaves and go to school, and the kids are there with him or whatever. But they're a unit, and they doing what they got to do to raise their family, and not worrying about like who makes more, who makes nothing. But he's not. He could probably, she makes that kind of money, he could just stay at home. He don't have to work. He could just totally stay at home.
And do what he's still doing is just negate the 70,000. You're right.
But he don't want to. And that is the kind
that's being the man. That's being the man though.
Yes.
That's being the man.
That's the kind
of. You think he'd be less of a man if
so
he stayed
that
home,
would be
TJ?
a man that I would have in my circle. Like, yeah, she working, bro, but you like, I'm not finna live off her.
Right.
But TJ,
go ahead.
Would you deem him less of a man if he stayed home and kept the home?
Yes. I would.
Why?
I would, because they ain't the type of circle I roll around. I like, listen, bro. Okay, she might make more money than you, bro, but you got to buy the bread or something, bro. Like if she don't bought the refrigerator, bro, come on, at least put some milk in there, bro. So so that's when y'all talking about like the circle I roll around. I don't roll around that type of circle there, because, and listen, my strongest example, and the reason I say about the female being financial literate, because I have an uncle in my family, and like my dad growing up, if y'all don't watch the show, I told him, as my dad wasn't a perfect example for us when he was running the streets, whatever. So the example I have is this uncle. I look up to this uncle still to this day of what a man's supposed to be. But in my uncle relationship, my auntie handled all the fact. She was a stay-at-home wife, but she handled all the finances or whatever. Like she gave him allowance. He brought his check home to her because back in the day, that's what men used to do anyway. They used to bring the check home to the wife or whatever. But he brought the check home to her and she handled all that. So I can respect a man that did something like that because that's not the example I seen. Once again, I tell you, my family is different. Like we do have them weirdos or whatever, but like, and our family is female dominant. But it's every male in my family that I follow is the strong example of what a man's supposed to be or what I try to implement or whatever. And me and my wife, we have some confliction about it. She's like, you can't be your uncle. The fuck if I can't, I'm gonna try my best because that's what I saw. That's what I saw. And I respected that example. And I got some uncle, a uncle that's the total opposite of that or whatever. And he's the clown of the family. We clown this dude or whatever. Matter of fact, the uncles used to clown him, and then the older cousin clown him, and now I clown him to this day. Like this dude's a goofy. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's not what I saw being. So the man that y'all wouldn't date is that uncle. The man y'all would date is my uncle that I grew up where he was the breadwinner, type of stuff like that. That's what I saw. So I couldn't respect a man that's not bringing nothing to the table.
Well, for their situation, since they were married, he's in the military. They both was equal for a while, vice versa. And now that she, came up and is making this money, for me, like if I was in that same situation and my husband and we just had 2 kids that we went through in vitro with to get, so obviously we wanted these children and did a lot to get them. And he wanted to like stay home and be with the kids. I personally wouldn't feel any kind of way. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, he's living off me.
But see, it's not how it's how he would feel about it.
And I think that's the problem.
What I'm saying? Yeah.
That but I'm just saying I wouldn't like if he was like, oh, I'm gonna, take a year off and raise these kids that we spent $60,000 on having, or 2 or 3. Let these kids be the best they can be because we did a lot to bring them into this world for their situation because they really did go through a lot to have these kids.
But I think the backstory, Angie, with that means a lot. Like it puts things into perspective. It's not like
they have history.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
If I had that kind of history, then I would have that. But just right off the bat, like, no, I wouldn't even want someone to. I wouldn't feel comfortable if I met someone and they're like, don't worry, you don't work, I'll take care of you. I'm gonna still work. Personally.
Why is it? Because I just said that's what the man would do. I literally just said that's what a man would do. So why is it though?
Because a lot of men hold money over their women's heads. So they use it as a tool for control. And so if a woman relinquishes that control to that man, and he pulls all the strings, she's indebted to him and in so many different ways.
Well, for me, I think I would be bored. I'm used to having a lot going on. I like staying busy.
Play the Xbox.
I like work. I like working. So I might not work as hard, or do so many things, or I would want to be involved in the business. Or doing something like I would want to be involved. Like, why not? I'm able-bodied. I'm just gonna sit at home and maybe if there were some kids involved, but there's no kids. So what I'm doing, just sitting at home.
Yeah, clean the house up. Go wash that tub. Go cut the grass.
No, we got that kind of money where I don't have to work. We gonna have maids.
Absolutely, we're gonna hire people to do that. Then now what you gonna do?
Yeah, if I have to work,
watch the maids. They might be stealing. They be stealing your jewelry. Watch them.
Well, Angie can supervise them doing what they do.
Yeah,
so
that's your job. I'm paying you to supervise the house people. How about that?
I don't know. I feel like that keeps...
But as a man...
Go ahead, Christian.
TJ, as a man, do you think because the man is, quote unquote, allowing his wife to stay home, he has control over everything? Is it now a conversation between them about the household, situation? Or is it the man just being the man and because he makes all the money and she doesn't, he said whatever he says goes?
No, I think go ahead.
Versus her bringing in money and having a voice as well, or her making more money and having a voice as well.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with that, but I think the man that y'all are describing is the image of And these men do exist. So I'm not saying they don't exist, but these are the images of men that is put to the forefront. Those are assholes, okay? Those are not men.
Mhm.
Those are assholes. That is not.
You got a lot of assholes out there, though.
You do. But once again, y'all specify when y'all are dating, God's not going to lead you, or your spiritual guidance is not going to allow you to fall into that. And I do feel like you attract what you're supposed to be with. So if you end up with that dude, you have some more growing to do.
Absolutely.
So
or you not listening.
That's true. That's true. Because man, boy, been about a lot of times
Agreed.
I ain't listen. Yeah, so we all don't been there where the eyes talk and the mind shuts up. So I get that. But I'm just saying, like, those men do exist, but I don't rock with dudes like that, because I feel like if you demeaning a woman like that, if you dominate a woman like that, bro, something wrong with you, bro. You got daddy issues. You got daddy issues. That's where your dad
Or
is,
mommy
bro.
issues.
Where's your dad?
Or mommy issues. They had a domineering mom who now they have to feel like they have to dominate their woman because they have issues with how their mom handled them.
That is too. Like, you have a lot of people that and that's showing they actually angry at their mom or whatever. And it's a dude. Yep. I promise you, if y'all listen to this dude, he gonna piss y'all off. His name Jesse Lee Peterson. He pissed me off, but I watch for entertainment purposes. It's like pain and pleasure. You get what I'm saying? But he does say that the man should apologize to his mother. If I'm saying it right, he should apologize to his mother for choosing her over his dad or whatever. But he's also saying, but with him saying that though, he says it in a crazy way, but it's like, if you have the right type of man in your life, you wouldn't be doing stuff like that though. But that's why I say your daddy, just because you have a DNA donor, you know what I'm saying, a sperm donor or a father, that don't mean he's a daddy though. And when I say that, like I told you, my dad wasn't really there. He wasn't there at all. But my uncle, that's the example I follow. Like, if you have that type of example, I don't see why you wouldn't follow it though. Because if my uncle wasn't around, I'd probably been the dude y'all talking about. I'd probably been the dude y'all talking about or whatever. Just being real.
Yeah. And
then like I was telling y'all, in my family, even though my granddaddy had 10 daughters, that's why I said my family is mad. He probably had a heart attack too. He had 10 daughters and a wife. That's a lot of cackling and blood going on a month. So, but when they had their children, even with their husband out, John Nunn was a man. That was a man. So it's like, that's what I want to be. That's what I strive to be. That's what I push on my kids. I'm not saying sit up here and be no asshole, because assholes, man, that's a shitty situation. It's just my opinion. So I do understand y'all perspective and y'all points, but I don't think it's a totality. And if these are the men y'all dating, y'all might need to take a chance to step back and just read a book or two, man. You know, just be to yourself.
No, I agree. Like, if you consistently attracting that kind of person,
you're the problem. You're the problem. Like, because we always see these situations where a woman has been abused by a man. Then in that situation, she's abused by a man. Then in that situation, shout it, is your judgment. These are judgment calls.
I agree with you.
These are judgment calls. And it's the same thing with us or whatever. Because when you get in the situation, you're infatuated with the idea of the person, but you're not infatuated with that person himself. Just the idea that, like we said, when you first dating about it, they put all their good stuff up front. They're not telling you they have a hygiene problem. They're not telling you that they house, like, okay, you came over, the house was clean, but usually the house is dirty. They're not telling you all this stuff. If they got children, they're not telling they got baby mama issues or daddy issues, or the daddy's a crazy person, the woman's a crazy person. They're not telling you all this stuff here. So the idea that they give y'all, that's most of the time when people are dating. I'm not saying y'all in general, but I'm just saying people in general. That's what we fall in love with. That's what we're attracted to. But we're not reading through the bullshit. And then that's where you got these situations where you got the feminists like Christian or whatever, man ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce.
You've never heard me say that, TJ. Don't do that. No. You've never heard me say that.
No, not you, but your co-conspirators of destroying the man. Those people are co-conspirators. You put them on trial, Christian gonna beat her. She might get less time than all these women, but she's going to jail. So that's what I'm speaking on.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I think when it comes down to dating, it should be more. It should be looked more seriously than it is just I'm out here having fun. But when you're young, that's what you do. The older you get, the more you get stuck in your ways, and you more driven towards what you want. But it might not be what you need though. So now, now we're doing stuff reverse. Like when you're young, you go for with the idea. When you get older, it's what I want, but it might not be what you need. So we're in the same circle again, and then whatever negative connotation you have from your experience with the opposite sex or the same sex, whatever you into, because I know Christian feminists and she should support those people or whatever. So,
Oh my God.
So, yes, I'm on Christian head or whatever.
Andy, I don't even say anything. I just let them talk because.
Wow.
I'm on her head or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's my dog, though. Chris, my dog. She's a loyal follower, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like you fall into that trap. And then if you got kids, you just passing on that bad seed of what the idea of or the experiences you have, and they take that's actually how it is out here. And here it is, repeating the same cycle again. The next generation that had the same issues or whatever. But if you look at it now, like with women, like a lot, and I do understand the woman said, we've been silent for so long. Let us talk. Not even let us talk. Listen to us. Hear us. Hear our issues. Hear our gripes that we've been dealing with since the beginning of the time with them. Because like I said, in the Bible, that is a chauvinist book. It's all man, but it was a female disciple. They don't speak on this. I'm not going to do this with y'all, whatever. So the female voice has been silenced. So I do agree that y'all, it's y'all time. But I disagree with the way it's being done because it's silencing the man. So it's in time. If it keep going the way it go, it's gonna be the role reversal, but it's gonna be the same situation. It's gonna be the same.
You really think it's silencing the man?
The way it's
right.
being, the way it's being done, yes. The way it's being done, yes. I'm not saying y'all specifically. And listen,
no, I know.
And listen, I agree that y'all gripes should be heard and understood.
So you saying in general, like
society,
society is silencing the man.
Yes.
What society?
That's interesting.
And see, y'all might not see it because y'all are women. But as men, we see this and we like, what the fuck is going on? Like, literally, if I could move to the moon, I would. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it.
TJ, I take this back to emotional intelligence. Like
what you say we don't have.
You can't have it though.
It's low.
There are men with it. My 7-year-old nephew has emotional intelligence, and he empathizes and understands. And so I know like other men can, but you have to make a choice. You have to read a book. You have to research. You have to want to have these things to recognize that just because someone else speaks doesn't mean you're silent. It means that you're listening. And that's what I think. Like you're not being silenced. Like give me one example of where men are being silenced in society.
I can't. Give I can't, Christian.
You can't.
I told you, Flavor Flav. Listen, Flav.
I know. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna stick on the topic. I can't speak of an example specifically. Maybe it's because I've been drinking. I really have been drinking. Like I'm good.
I mean, but you're just saying like men are being silenced in society. Where? Which society? I mean, because in most cultures, not in most, but in a lot of suppressed
majority.
Where women don't have rights, not in America, where they literally can't go to school. Dubai recently, like they were just like driving cars or whatever country that was. I mean, there's still women out here who have.
You're right. Okay, I do have an example. It's not of a situation, but it's like stop drinking or whatever. But now women saying I don't need a man. Yes, you do. We need y'all and y'all need us. But women really do think, not y'all, but women really starting to think that I don't need a man. What the fuck is that? We need each other.
But that's like such a broad generalization, and that's not silencing a man because we all know that as you know that we need each other.
That's us three speaking. Us three understand that.
Yeah, but if there's women in this world, for every woman who thinks she doesn't need a man, there's a man who thinks he doesn't need a woman. Those people have problems that they need to work out.
But that's what society is presenting to me. That's what society is presenting to me. And listen,
and listen,
this goes to my lack of emotional intelligence right here. Like like
Uh-oh.
last week, I told you I watch cowboy movies, and if you watch some of the older shows, I say I like watching movies from the '80s where it's just masculine man, and we shoot stuff up and we drive the cars and we get the woman at the end of the day. But now you got the movies where the woman sitting up here, a 120-pound woman is beating up a man that's 300 pounds. I'm like, what is this? This is not even logical right here. Stuff like that, which y'all saying, yeah, it's our turn or whatever, but it's not logical to me. It's not logical. And that's a stupid
So
example.
so
but it is
how I
an
can
example.
agree with that, because I feel like, so now I'm getting
the representation is what I'm saying. The representation is out of
if
control.
you look, if like from a spiritual sense, like when a mother picks up a car because her child is trapped under it, she finds the strength. I feel like if you look into The Secrets and the Power of the Mind, who knows what we're going to be doing 100 years from now. I feel like that's just futuristic, because in the future, it's not going to matter your size from the power you have. When you have men the boat running as fast as he can, this stuff is inhuman. So that's how I feel. When you see these movies and this representation, it's just showing you that anything is possible. There's nothing that can't be done.
Oh, okay.
So that's a whole nother conversation. But then
right.
no,
I'm gonna dive into that though, and I'm gonna let you. It's gonna be your lane, Miss Feminist or whatever. It's gonna be your lane here. That's just like now how us men. When I say us men, I'm speaking to me, Trey, and the minister or whatever. So I'm not speaking to every other man.
Okay, wait, hold on now.
Because it's something we spoke on here. And I told her I don't like talking about I'm done bashing the gay people and stuff like here, because it's not that type of show. But when every TV show we see is always this gay person, I get it. Y'all here, but why does it have to be in every show? That's the representation. It's out of control now. Because okay, now we do know gay people exist. But gay people ain't in every circle you run in. Gay people ain't everything you involve in life now. What I'm saying, everything you do in life doesn't involve a gay person. But every show you watch involves a gay person. So that's what I'm saying. The whole thing with the female perspective or whatever is what,
TJ? I feel maybe some white people feel why is black people gotta be in every single thing? They not everywhere. It's not that many of them. They only 10% of the population.
That's my point. That's my point. We're agreeing now.
But I think it has to do with representation. Representation matters.
Right.
So you may not have a gay person in your circle, but that doesn't mean that they're not around. They're not in your vicinity. Like Angie said, for many times, look back at Hollywood. Black people weren't represented like that. It's just now that we've started creating our own spaces to where
I'm agreeing with you. But now, okay, let me dive into that though. And I've made this statement on the show before. It's like when people of color, because they play with their word or whatever, got their voting rights or got their civil rights or whatever, and all of a sudden now every show had to have a black person in it. You get what I'm saying? I feel like as white people, they're like, man, come on, y'all got it. I feel y'all here now, good, cool, but y'all ain't doing it like that everywhere. So that's the same thing I'm saying, with this whole the homosexual representation and the female representation. I agree. It need to be heard and it's there. And it might not be in my circle. I'm with it because it's not, but I do know it exists. But it's not everywhere I look. It's not every time I go to the grocery store, I see it. Every time I go, by me being a barber, every time I go to the beauty supply store, I see it. Every time I go to the mall, I see it. Every game I go to, I see it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's over embellished or whatever. That's the same thing I'm saying with this whole female movement. It's over embellished. And as a female, just my opinion, I think y'all we need this. Yeah, we need women. We need to see women doing this or whatever. But it's not every time you turn around, you see this or whatever. So I think it's shoving it down your throat. As a man, I get it. I do agree that y'all deserve y'all representation. I do feel like it's y'all turn. I said that. I think a year even before Trey came onto the show, I told him, I feel like next movement is gonna be the woman movement, and I get it, but I think it's over embellished. That's all I'm saying.
So for a long time, TJ, we've been told as women to just sit there and be pretty and don't say anything.
Right.
When the whole time we've had something to say.
Thanks.
It's just that nobody thought that the woman's voice was strong enough or valid enough to be heard. So what you're hearing is a lot of us talking because we've had something to say, but now y'all are, I guess, letting us talk, and now it seems like a lot because we've been silenced for so long. So, but it does. I don't think it takes away from what the man has to say. I think it's more inclusive than what people are used to, and including women in the conversation. But I don't think that I don't know of a man that has been silent. Name one.
I can't speak of a man specifically, so
we know the man
y'all stop me with this here. I wish I had my partners on here with this.
Well, TJ, we know the men on this show are never silent.
That's
so
right.
The three on this show, so they haven't been silent.
Listen, y'all do listen to y'all, and I get so like when I speak on this, it's not speaking specifically. I'm just saying in general, like as man, especially with having a barbershop. I'm telling you, this how this conversation we have at the shop or whatever. Even with dudes that I just cut their head, and I just disagree with 99% of what they say. We agree on this aspect here. Like, man, some of this stuff is just out of control or whatever. Like, honestly, okay, and let me use this as an example here. Do you think Joe Biden would have got elected if it wasn't for Kamala? Or I ain't gonna say he would have got elected. Do you think he would have got the black vote if the woman wasn't involved?
No, I don't.
So that's what we're saying. Like, and listen, I'm not mad at it. I promise you, I'm not mad at it. I agree. I told y'all, biblically, the woman has been silenced. I see that. You know what I'm saying? By me just dissecting the Bible, I see it. Where it tells the woman where she don't have to love her husband, but her husband has to love her. Like that, what the fuck is that? So that's an imbalance to me. You get what I'm saying? That's an imbalance. So I think that's what society is doing, is making an imbalance. And now we are at odds to a certain extent, like not us, but the man that's not willing to accept it. So I feel like we're in a position where it is what it is. Like they gonna make you accept it, but the man is not willing to accept it. You got this sector of men that's like, and whether what's the Harvey? You got the Harvey Weinstein dudes. How you say that cracker name or whatever? You got them people. Or
Weinstein.
Yeah, him.
Yeah,
him. So you got that. Like even with the way Christian view R. Kelly, I know she got some R. Kelly in her playlist or whatever. But the way
I do not. I actually deleted all of it.
Yesterday.
I deleted all of it
yesterday. Okay,
no,
cool.
not yesterday. I've been deleted it
Okay.
because I don't like what he stands for.
Okay. Yeah, sure you don't. But you go to a wedding or something like that, they playing some R. Kelly, and you're having a good time. You're gonna get up and dance.
Sit down. I will sit down. I promise you.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's like the attack. I feel like it's an attack on men.
No, it's not an attack.
On masculinity. And I know this is the first time y'all heard this. This is the first time you heard
why
this.
are men so intimidated about women? Like, what are we doing that are making y'all so intimidated?
But when I say
why does our success
we're breathing
taking it from y'all?
But when I say that y'all are silencing the man, y'all want specific examples, and I can't get it right now. So me answering that question is gonna send us back in this. We're gonna keep going in this same damn circle. I told y'all I'm intoxicated, and if I was sober, I probably couldn't answer that question. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I just feel like is out of control. It's like like okay, like let's say you got somebody, people say back in the day you got a functional crackhead or whatever, but then you got the people that's like just strung out on crack. So I feel like it's not a functional way of bringing the woman to the forefront. Is y'all stringing people out on it, where it's more rebellion than anything. Where the man is willing to listen, but y'all not strung out on what y'all trying to do, and it's making the man rebel against it instead of
I feel like you should bring this up next week, TJ, and go do your research and find some valid examples of this. Because there's only thing you can say is like, oh, a woman played a superhero and she was stronger than a 300-pound man, and that's too much for us. What?
No, that was okay. What? You got that one. You got that. Okay.
This is taking it too far. A woman being like, no, like
that was an example, but I understand.
A very bad one. A very bad example. So
any man know what I'm talking about, though. All the man know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I can't. Maybe next week when you can articulate like why 50% of the population being represented is too much. We are here. We're half of the population.
Listen. We finna end the show at 9 o'clock, so we got 10 minutes left. So I'm with you. I'm not saying that y'all should not be heard. I think that's. Maybe I'm confused, but
you're saying that that it's too much. You're drowning in.
It's out of exactly. It's out of control.
Yeah,
but why? Why?
He can't tell you why. He has a feeling in his heart.
I have an intuition. I see the future.
Your
I'm like a
intuition
psychic.
is
I can see the future. I can see the future.
your intuition is called intimidation, because women are speaking. We have a voice.
But
we
see,
make sense,
how,
and y'all are intimidated.
But how's it intimidation if I say y'all deserve it though? How am I intimidated?
Because
me
you
specifically
say
say
it
y'all
to a
deserve
certain
it.
extent.
Huh?
You saying it to a certain extent. You didn't say a man can only, the man is talking, but they have a limit. Y'all want to cap us. Y'all want to put
I feel like
a limit.
A man should have a limit too. I feel like a man should have a limit too.
This is the first time you said it. This is the first time you said it.
Okay, but I didn't know we were speaking on limits though. You know what I'm saying? Because
but you're imposing limits. You're saying that, given the matrix and the metrics, that we're overdoing it. But what's overdoing it? Why are we overdoing it? And the man, we have to make up for the times when we were silent.
He's talking about like Real Housewives of Atlanta. Don't watch it. Why are you watching?
I don't watch it. I don't watch it.
But this is where you see so many women, and it's like an overtake and things like that. But that's not your circle, so just don't go there.
Yeah. And I don't watch stuff like that. I mean, that's y'all lane there, y'all. And I'm not saying y'all ratchet. I'm not saying y'all ratchet. Listen, I'm not saying that y'all ratchet and that like that, but the Housewives of Atlanta and stuff like that's y'all getting off y'all ratchetness without being ratchet or whatever. Y'all living through them vicariously, Christian. But anyway,
and do.
I know you do. I see what you post or whatever. I like, what she really be on it. She be saying stuff. I'm like, who is these people she talking about? I don't know because I don't watch them shows. So I get this. So I'm not speaking on that right there. And
I just feel like if you feel like you're overexposed, then you're exposing yourself. Turn off the Facebook and the phone or the news and read things that are for you.
Okay.
Okay. Put yourself in those circles.
But listen, just like I was saying, like every show that you watch, and we're just speaking on entertainment now, because that's what
stop watching TV. Stop watching them shows.
Wait. Listen, every show got a gay person in it now. That's what I'm saying. That's impossible. Everywhere you go, gay people ain't there.
Yes, they are.
But are they not though?
Not like not the way they're represented on, not the way they're represented on in the entertainment
field. Yes, they are. That's the thing.
That's the represented. No, what I'm saying is like because they are they in the open. So if they're in the closet, then they're not being represented correctly on these shows or whatever.
I haven't been at a job.
But just like now, and I don't know if y'all see this or whatever, like as a black man, I see how they forcing this interracial stuff or whatever. Now all of a sudden now it's always the white man with the black woman or the black man with the white woman. It's like we know that this stuff exists, but it's not everywhere now. But now all of a sudden now you see all these biracial commercials and stuff like that.
But
What I'm saying.
It is popular.
It does
you look
exist.
At Serena, you look at Eve, you look at
I know that is a small percentage. That is a small percentage of the people that entertainment field.
It's a small percentage of that represented in these shows. Like every couple is not interracial. And if you're watching like our TV, like things that is made for us, it's mostly.
But listen, I can be watching the football game, and it's gonna be the commercial come on with the interracial couple. And as a black, I will tell you, I am intellectually illiterate when it comes to that because. For a long time, I couldn't digest a black woman being with a white man. But
you could understand a black man being with a white woman.
No, because I feel like, now let me break that down to you. Because I got clients that specifically date white women. I'm like, bro, why are you intimidated by the black woman? So I do understand that point. But what I'm saying is, I feel like they're putting a narrative in front of us that with the interracial dating, and like as a man, when we deal with a woman, and we have sex with you, you become our woman. That's a form of conquering to us. So, as a young man, when I seen the black woman with the white man, I'm like, damn, she let her conquer him or whatever. Now, as you get older, you start saying, okay, love is love or whatever. I get it, but it's out of. Well, why are y'all pushing? Because so we know, and what they saying, 40 years, the white majority is gonna be a minority or whatever. So it's like they're pushing it. Like, okay, so now most of the time you see this stuff, you do see. The black man with the white woman, but more and more, you're starting to see it where my white man with the black woman, and then we go back to what Dante saying, you are who your father is or whatever. So if you're going from that narrative or whatever, if you're going from that narrative, if you have the white father, the white race continues. maybe it's me thinking too much on it. Or
I don't subscribe to what Dante said about that. I still have problems with that.
But
I think
I'm just saying if we was using that narrative or whatever, and if,
no, but I think what it is that the availability of eligible Black men because Black women are like highly educated, highly successful, and unfortunately,
what are we?
No, unfortunately, through systematic racism. A lot of Black men have been incarcerated and are not able to get to that level. And for Black women to meet an equal, because Black men can't deal with Black women who make more than them, they gotta go over to the other side and marry the other people.
Yes, y'all will be on here this week. Ooh, because that's a whole.
And I find that white
right
men
there I can dive into because I am.
Here's what I can say though, TJ.
Go ahead.
I don't think that white men are as intimidated by successful Black women as much as Black men are intimidated by successful Black women.
I think a successful Black woman to a white man in any form or fashion is an infatuation. It's a fantasy. Like y'all are like what they call that thing?
Okay, so quick thing.
Y'all like a strange fruit to them.
Do you remember when like there was the comments about like Serena looking like a man and she this and no brothers was checking for her, and as soon as she got her this white husband, everybody why she go over there?
I disagree with that because when they were saying that she wouldn't date nothing but Black men though.
I actually brought that up.
She wouldn't date nothing but Black men. I remember when she was dealing with Common and all stuff like she wouldn't date nothing but Black men. And when she married a white man,
did Common put a ring on it? Did any of them Black men put a ring on it?
No, but listen,
he's not ready for that conversation.
But listen,
did they?
But listen, maybe they proposed, but they wasn't a billionaire like this white man or whatever. Because we look at when Janet. Listen, when Janet Jackson married that white man, he put a 5-year limit on there before she can get some money. At the 5-year limit, she got out. So I look at when I'm marrying billionaires. Hey, I respect the hustle. That's financial security to her. Even though we know she's well off, she ain't well off like that. So that's
you didn't think it was love?
Huh?
You didn't think it was love?
I don't even think
it was love?
Even with Eve, with her dude, or what this man had a whole bunch of kids or whatever. She ain't had no kids, but he was a billionaire. It makes it a little easier to accept the situation or whatever. That's financial security to me.
I mean, that's with any situation, but for Janet, I mean, it probably was love, but at the same time, like Janet is a Black woman. She did come from the Jackson family. I love you, but I know things might not work out. So let's get it on paper.
Listen, now the people we speaking of, they are we figured they're millionaires. We don't know their financial situation or whatever. But when you dealing with a billionaire, that's a different form of financial security. So when no
how come Jermaine didn't put a ring on it?
Listen, maybe Jermaine probably wanted to. We don't know, but it's different when you're dealing with a billionaire. And just like Chris Rock said, I could have got Janet, you know what I'm saying, when he saw her with it. So like even with who else from the speak of, like with Sierra and Russell Wilson, I do feel like it's love, but I feel like it's a form of financial security too. And I just spoke on that to the shop with his client, like, man, he's like, man, Russell Wilson's so cool.
They both had money.
She ain't got Russell Wilson money or whatever. So
but all women want security. All women want to have a sense of financial security,
yes. So that's the game. And listen, I'm not saying it's not love with these situations or whatever, but it's a little bit easier to love when I know I'm well off. That's all I'm saying.
So teach. I'll say it's about to be 9, but don't you think love comes and goes, and that's not for an everlasting relationship? You have to have more than love.
Clearly, because that's what Jada and Will got. So clearly, I agree with you. But you know what I'm saying? Because ain't Venus married to a billionaire too? I respect it. I get what you're doing, Shawty. I see it. But look,
so it's only okay for Black women to marry white men when they're billionaires, is what he's saying, Kristen. Otherwise,
that's what I heard. Okay. That's what I heard.
Okay. Yes.
Otherwise, he's being conquered, right?
Because listen, now we're finna end the show, but remember in the 90s when not y'all, because we was kids then, we was teenagers. But when the overall voice of the Black women was they was mad at the male athletes and entertainers for marrying white women. Why was that? Because not y'all, but our elders realized that the white woman was latching on to his man for his money, and he was latching on to his white woman for the idea of what beauty quote unquote is. And now it's being reversed now.
No, I feel like because it was already a limited number, because of incarceration and because of the system purposely taking Black men and Black fathers, out of children's lives. The reason why it was an issue is because, okay, you got
it was an issue that the Black man married the white woman. Was that love?
No, I'm just saying. Your question was, why did people have such a problem with it? Is because of the availability of Black men. It wasn't a surplus of
right.
Of them.
But see, these are people on the outside looking in. We're like we're right now. We're just viewing these relationships. So it was these broke women and that would never meet these men that had an issue with it. Just like we viewing now, like I would never probably in my life meet Serena.
But it was plenty of eligible, successful Black women that they could have met, that they could have married.
That's what I'm saying now. We're saying the same thing.
No, but Serena was with these men. Nobody put a ring on it except the white dude.
But we're saying,
we know. If somebody had proposed to her, it would have been all on the tabloids.
We don't know if they proposed or not.
TJ,
we don't know if they proposed. We don't know.
We know.
Only female I know that said that she is trying to get with a lot of. She didn't say these quote unquote words, but she want to get with many talented people. Erykah Badu. That's the only female I know. Like, look, I'm trying to have a child by every form of fashion or whatever. And so I don't know what the situation was. Now, I don't know what I keep speaking of is Common and Serena, because I don't follow these relationships like this. That's the only person I know.
But you do know, if he had proposed, it would have been in the tabloid. Somebody would have told. It would have made. He did not.
If they got engaged, maybe it would have made the tabloids.
Yes, if she turned him down,
but every time somebody proposed, that don't mean y'all accept it. That don't mean y'all accept it.
He didn't propose.
Okay. Let me tell you something. Common and Tiffany Haddish are dating. You know about their every move. They're just dating. Nobody proposed to anybody yet.
So I know they date, but I don't know the situation. But I get
if he had proposed to Serena, we would have known.
Okay, but that goes back to when in the 90s, when these Black men was dating these white women. We don't know if they dated a Black woman before. All we see is the one they marry, the one that they get the title. That's the only one we. That's the only thing we noticed.
Since in the words of Beyonce, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. The end.
Period.
And that's why them Black men was marrying them white women, because they liked it and put a ring.
That's right.
On it.
And that's Black women, because we're intelligent. We say, hey, look, we're gonna have to go over to the other side.
And it might be it might be a counteraction. But look, it was cool. I'm gonna let y'all close out, get y'all final statements off. But I appreciate y'all for being on. But go ahead though. I'll let you go first, Angie. Then I'll let the other beehive over here goes out. Clearly, y'all are beehives or whatever.
I'm not even a Beyonce fan. No,
I can't tell. But go ahead.
Hey, sometimes you got to throw them in there. No, it was a good conversation. Thanks for having me on. I did want to call Trey out, and I didn't get a chance from that last week's conversation about the vaccine. So hopefully,
we ran again today.
So hopefully, if you talk about vaccines again, please send me the link.
Okay, I'll try to do it next week. Go ahead, Christian.
I think this is a very fruitful and in-depth conversation. I do appreciate you bringing the female perspective on. I think you need more of that. I do think that love is love, and representation.
I'm sorry, I ain't mean cut you off, but y'all are our followers. That's me being a male chauvinist pig. I cut you off. You trying to talk? You want to be heard? My bad. Go ahead.
Here's another example of men silencing women. Just kidding. But love is love, and representation matters. And Rittenhouse is going to get off, unfortunately. And we need to just keep pushing forward with equality on all fronts. That's what I have to say.
All right. Well, I appreciate y'all ladies for being on. Trey ran from y'all. That nigga watching the game. His wife put his kids to bed because she's supposed to be in the kitchen taking. He literally said that's what it is. So the nigga lied. The nigga watching TV right now. He might be watching the show or whatever. So, but I'm gonna defend my cousin Black first or whatever. But again, I do appreciate y'all perspective or whatever. Christian was actually supposed to be a part of the show. We was gonna bring her in. I did the theme music for it and everything. But she didn't want to be heard, but now she want to be heard. But I ain't gonna speak on that. That was a while.
We never followed up with that, TJ. But we can have an offline conversation about that.
All right, but this was cool though. And I guess I'll see y'all next week. And y'all tune in. Y'all get your perspective. I'll try to make sure the minister on or whatever. The minister want me to inform him an hour or two before the show, but like we do the show every week. That's inside stuff, whatever. But it was cool though. It was a good conversation. I do want to get my stats together because clearly I was
Please do.
unprepared and I couldn't bring up no examples. And y'all found me the one time I don't drunk in the last 6 weeks. I don't got drunk in the last 6 weeks. Y'all want to get me, and it's cool. I respect it. Y'all ganged up on me or whatever. But
You
peace.
handled it like a champ.
I try
Champ
my
like
best.
champ adjacent.
So y'all
Every-
have a good night.
You too.
And we'll do it again next week. Peace.
All right.
All
Have a
right.
good one.
All right.
Good night.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.